All right. Hi, everybody. Hello, random folks, whoever might be watching this. It's time for a seasonal quad yearly tradition where I talk about every anime that's coming out in the upcoming season, even though I'm not going to have time to watch literally any of them. Case in point, I complained for about 7 years about how there was no season 3 of Konosuba, and then they finally put out season 3 of Konosuba, and I still have not watched any of it because I do have time. It's just that I can't focus my mind on that. So that's just how things are for me. But I still form my opinions of everything, and I don't know. I feel like I'm usually right about some things, even if my opinions aren't the same as others. Like I thought Girls Band Cry looked stupid, and then everyone was like, "No, no, that's the best show ever." Actually, it's the best show ever. And I watched the first episode. I'm like, this is stupid and bad. And it's like the most popular show of last season, and everyone loves it. I don't know, but I was right about my own opinion of it. So, yeah. All right. It's summer. I have no idea what's coming out as usual. I've never heard of any of this stuff. Doesn't look like there's quite so much as some past seasons, which is kind of typical for summer seasons. So let's just get into it. The first thing we've got is Oshi no Ko Season 2. What the fuck is this poster? I love that this is like consistent with the first season. This is like the same. It's like, yeah, here are the characters, and then this one is. Oh wait. Oh wow, this goes hard. Whoa, they should have used this poster on my anime list. This looks awesome. I want to watch whatever is going on in here. This just looks fantastic. Okay, that's whatever. That's kind of boring. But then, like, what in the world is going on here? When did Oshi no Ko become a fantasy isekai? Was not aware of that little plot twist. I did not watch Oshi no Ko beyond the premiere, which was a very, very long first episode last year. And it was good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a nice I thought it was a nice pilot. I was pretty surprised though that oh wow, it's not even wow, that's actually an interesting drop off. This was number 1 of all time when it was airing. This was number 1 of all time, and now it's not even top 50. That is quite a drop off. So that's interesting. And this is like more in line of what I expected its reputation to be. Like, you know, quite good. Will MC get the girl? Which girl? Which girl? Will he fuck his sister? I don't know. I know nothing about this series. I'm stupid. I don't know anything. Will he? Is he into Kana? Kana's kind of cool looking. That seems like a good outcome. I think that would be ideal for everybody. Yeah, what else was I saying? The OP was the absolute worst thing of all time, and thank fucking God that they are not bringing back Yawasobi. If I have to suffer through another 6 months of Idol, if I have to sit through another 6 months of I'm going to actually kill myself. So I'm glad that they got a much more talented artist for the OP. Although the ED is not listed. I guess they're just not going to have an ED this season. Why not? Maybe they'll be like ReZero, where they just never ever have an ED, and everyone's like, "Whoa, that's so counterculture and interesting." What did this director do besides this stuff? Because I don't remember. He did that Asteroid show that I didn't watch. That existed. That Doga Kobo, that Doga Kobo slice of life, which really sums it up. Yeah, that's what this guy does. He does Doga Kobo slice of life shows, and then he did, Oshi no Ko. He did one of the most highly anticipated adaptations of all time. But yeah, I don't know too much about Oshi no Ko beyond what I've seen of it, but it was a pretty interesting series, and I'm sure that this will be a big deal throughout the season. So nice. All right, I don't really have too much to say beyond that. I will say I'm actually surprised that I'm surprised that this season is coming out so soon. I definitely would not have expected just a 1 year gap between seasons because, usually with big shows like this, they don't have that fast of a turnaround. So I hope the production is healthy at Dogakobo. I hope they're not sacrificing anybody to make this happen because I don't think that's worth it. But that's probably what's going on. Yay! The magic of making anime. Shirobako. All right, Tower of God, Season 2 of Tower of God. This is one that I am surprised that it took so long to get a Season 2 of, but it looks like they might have had a staff change because this is the Answer Studio who have done... What the fuck is this? This looks like more of a, less of an animation studio and more of a production studio because they're credited with the Garden of Words. Somehow. Yeah, producer. So, and it looks like they've got some kind of kids show or movie series that I've never ever heard of. So I don't know. Oh, wait, that's also a Shinkai, not a Shinkai, but a Shinkai. This was by Shinkai Studio, Shiki Ori. No one watched this. What else? City Hunter movie. Is this a thing that they're credited here, sort of. With Sunrise. I have no idea. But yeah, this generally looks like their first actual anime that they're animating themselves. So yeah. Interesting. So Tower of God is a manhwa, a Korean comic that was super, super big in the early to mid 2010s. This is something that I knew about even before I was really paying attention to anime. Basically, when I was just on my Naruto shit back in the forum days. I had a lot of people who were like, "Whoa, Tower of God is the best thing ever. They should make an anime out of it." And then it only took them 10 years because it turns out there wasn't much of a JP audience. It seems. It seems the English audience was a lot stronger for that, and so when Crunchyroll finally took over the anime world, they're like, "Hey, we have money to make anime now. Let's make these manhwa that are super popular in the English speaking world." So this was the first one that they did. They had God of High School right after that, then Noblesse, which was on the same level of popularity as Tower of God, from what I observed anyway. It was Tower of God and Noblesse were the two big manhwa that everyone was like, "Oh, these are just as good as any anime or manga that is out there." In season 1, I have seen actually. I kind of hate how my... Side note, my anime list changed the format of their pages a little bit, so now I have to get used to seeing the prequel series or related stuff on the right. That is throwing me off mentally. I saw the first season and I liked it. I enjoyed it. It was moderately fun. I didn't love it. I definitely didn't think the story was any interesting whatsoever. I thought it was... The characters were lame. The story was just whatever. But I enjoyed it as an action series because it kind of had this game show like quality to it, where it was every episode was some new kind of action based challenge, almost I don't want to say a brain teaser as an action fight, but I don't know. It was it wasn't just a lot like straight up fights essentially. So there were lots of weird odd skills that characters had to do to advance their position in whatever it was they were even trying to do. They were trying to climb some tower and there was a god there. I don't know. Me when the god is in the tower. Yeah. But aside from the story, the story was it wasn't good, but it was not terrible enough for me to totally hate. It was just there. The biggest problem I thought the series had was that the production just looked bad. They had very, very sharp colors that I didn't love. I don't think they were done very tastefully, and lots of just really weird direction and animation choices. I don't remember. So it was by Telecom. I don't remember who exactly did it. or like what else they had done. But I just remember a lot of the scene cutting was very, very odd, really odd soundtrack placements. I remember scenes where like the soundtrack would either end early or cut way too early, and same thing with like the scenes where the flow of scenes at like moment to moment, the show was confusing to watch. So I'm really glad that it looks like they might have changed staffs. Yeah, it looks like there's a totally different staff. It's not just a studio change. This is a person probably using a pseudonym, I would assume. This guy he did that City Hunter thing that I just looked at for a second, and he's done animation for Garden of Words at the very least. It looks like he's done, I don't know, he's done some Sunrise stuff, maybe assisted with some Shinkai stuff. Done some movies, so yeah, this guy has some very oddball experience. It seems like he was inactive in the industry for a long time, and then just kind of randomly came back for this one Gundam thing that I'd never even heard of. I've never heard of this, and now he's directing season 2 of Tower of God. All right, is it going to be written by the same person, like adaptation wise? Oh, it's actually the person who did the Tower of God adaptation writing wise ended up doing the Bocchi the Rock script. That's a glow up for them. Wow. I kind of thought the Tower of God script was kind of messy, and then the Bocchi the Rock script is amazing. So funny how that works. They did bring back Kevin Penkin, so there's that. Let's see. Art director. Yeah, different person here. So, yeah. 1 second. Let me get my earbuds so I can watch a trailer without blowing out everybody's eardrums. I don't even think anybody can hear me at this point. Where are they? I got them. I'll just let this play. Oh, yeah, let me pause. Okay, so impressions based on that definitely looks like it looks a lot better than season 1. They definitely toned down the really sharp, bright colors that they had in season 1. Just like nothing really stands out about this visually, but that's fine. Like, I don't think Tower of God really needs to stand out visually. I mean, I get that the art in the manhwa was, it had these how do I even describe it? I mean, we saw it for a second in the thing. Like this, like, I don't know how to describe this kind of coloring. This like dark pastel color. I get that was kind of cool about that. That was part of why people liked the manhwa so much. But the anime looks a lot better. I do like the effects work. The effects work was actually like pretty well done on some of these attacks. There was like a cut or two that I really liked. If I can find it again. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, that was kind of cool. I like that. But interestingly, this was like all different characters. Like, I mean, it did show a little bit of flashbacks for like Bomb and Yoru and the other fuckers, but like most of the trailer is just like entirely new characters. It almost looks like there was an entirely different story taking place, which I guess makes sense because the first season did end. I actually don't remember how exactly the first season ended. I remember I called her Yoru. I don't remember if that's accurate, but her name's Rachel, or Rachel, as they said it in the show. I remember the dude's like simping for her, and then he finally catches up to her, and then she pushes him off, which was hilarious and awesome. That was the best part of the show. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember how the first season ended beyond that though, but I guess it makes sense that they're doing some kind of alternate story. The song in the OP that sounded like, I guess that's the OP that they previewed. It sounded like she's singing "Get Fucked" over and over again. Where was it? Get fucked. Get fucked. Definitely also an improvement from season 1, which had the "Never Let You Go, Never Let You Go," and it was just black screens with credits on them. Fucking terrible OP. Yeah, so this looks like a really strong all-around improvement for Tower of God. That is nice. Good for them. Oh, also there was a character. I think the reason why I said Yoru is because there was a character who had like the exact same outfit as Yoru for like the 1 second we saw of her. Where if I can find that again, I don't fucking know. Not that important, but like she had that same thing where it was like sweater with like the shoulders off, but then there was like the thick bra straps behind it. That was pretty cool. Yeah, there we go. That's Yoru's. It's Yoru from Spy X Family. Everyone's favorite anime MILF. Look at that. How did they get away with that? Did Tower of God predict Yoru? Did Tower of God predict Spy X? Did Spy X Family rip off of Tower of God several years later? Nobody noticed this because nobody in Japan was reading Tower of God, so they couldn't complain about it. Nobody pointed this out. All right. So yeah, Tower of God Season 2 starts. I don't know when. It says previewed. Oh, aired. This is actually new. I've never seen this before. So I guess now whenever something releases an episode early, My Anime List will note that. That's a good system. I'm glad they're doing that now. That's actually really, really useful. That's a good update. Good update, My Anime List. That's smart. We really needed that, but otherwise it starts July 7th. I will plan to watch this because, like I said. Oh, and nice. It actually went to plan to watch as opposed to watching immediately when I did that. That was good. Wow, My Anime List is getting better as a website. I can't believe it. They're making actually good improvements. It's actually Your Forger, not Yoru from... It's Yoru. I don't care. When I read the manga, it was Yoru. I read that shit when it started. I will have no part of this. I will not hear any arguments. But yeah, I think I enjoyed the first season enough where I will watch more of this series. So yeah. All right, wow, the third show is not a sequel. That's interesting. Is this going to be a slow season where we don't have a lot of sequels? Or maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Is this Aya or Alia? Sometimes hides her feelings in Russian. Oh, I've heard of this. Tokidoki Bosoto Roshigo de Deru Tonari no Alia-san. I was about to say, like, Alia is a very strange name. Although it seems like her actual name is Alisa Mikhailovna. I got nothing. I can't say it, dude. I cannot. My mouth cannot form the shapes needed to say this name. I'm so sorry. But oh wait, she's Kujo. Wait, is this Jotaro's daughter? Whoa. Jotaro's other daughter besides Jolene. This reminds me I still haven't seen JoJo Part 6. Thanks, Netflix. Thanks a lot for doing that. Alright. Smart, refined, and strikingly gorgeous. Half Russian, half Japanese, Alisa Kujo is considered the idol of her school. With her long silver hair and mesmerizing blue eyes, and her exceptionally fair skin, she has captured the hearts of countless male students while being highly admired by all others. Even so, due to her seemingly unapproachable persona, everyone remains wary around the near-flawless girl. One of the few exceptions is Alisa's benchmate, Masachika Kuze, a relatively average boy who spends his days watching anime and playing gacha games. We found a new low for rom-com protagonist guys. He plays gacha games. He belongs in the fucking trash. This man deserves nothing. I have negative respect for this character now. I don't want to watch this. I don't want to deal with anyone. I don't want to deal with anyone who's played a fucking gacha. This motherfucker's playing fucking Genshin Impact on his phone in class. Terrible. Disgusting. No. Despite his nonchalant demeanor, Masachika is the sole student to receive Alisa's attention. Unable to be fully honest, Alisa is frequently harsh on Masachika and only expresses her affection in Russian. Unbeknownst to her, however, Masachika actually understands the language, yet simply pretends otherwise for his own amusement. I do like that. That's a funny little twist. He happens to understand a second language, just randomly, but he's pretending that he doesn't know. Yeah, W male MC. Dang it. Don't make me like this guy. I know. He plays gachas. I don't like that.
As the odd pair continues to exchange witty and playful remarks, their relationship gradually grows more romantic and delightful, and Elisa might finally learn to freely convey her true feelings. Cool. This seems like one of those. This seems like something like not quite on the same level, but kind of like Shikimori from a couple of years ago, where the premise is fine, but it doesn't seem that deep. It seems like it's something that would be amusing for like one episode, and then you kind of get it, and then it just continues going on and doesn't really explore much. It might be like, oh, here's, a couple more characters, here's a little more shenanigans, but it doesn't like have much of a story to progress with. That's kind of what I'm getting from this. This could be good for a full season. Maybe it won't lose steam so quickly, because like with Shikimori-san, I watched the first episode and I'm like, I'm done with like it's fine, but I don't want to watch anymore. I got it. I got the point. And then everyone told me it was like, yeah, that first episode was just kind of like all the show was. This might be on a higher level than that, but not so much. But it might still be all right. It is very, not that popular of a light novel. The author's name is Sun, and their icon is just the character from Is their name like actually seriously Sun? Like is that really a thing? I'm looking at this on Google Translate. Oh wow! It really is. Their name is Sun. Wow, brilliant. That's just brilliant. I bet the Russian element would leave out real quickly. I really want to see. I want to see Sumire Uesaka speak Russian. If she actually pulls off the Russian, that would be pretty interesting. That'd be I have no strong feelings about this actress generally, but I will respect her a lot if she actually like speaks in like perfect Russian throughout this show. Maybe what other characters has she done? Like she's done lots of KyoAni characters, interestingly enough. I'm just like thinking, has there been a time where she has maybe needed to speak Russian? I thought that she was in way more roles than she is. Not gonna lie. Interesting. I don't know. But yeah, it's interestingly enough, it's a Doga Kobo show, which is basically by the same team that did Shikimori-san, like I was just saying. I didn't even realize it was Doga Kobo and stuff. So yeah. Let's get a trailer, but not from here, because it's probably not going to be subbed here. I hope this is...
Milashka.
This is not helping me. English subtitles. Thank you, Annieland TV. Kinda heterochromia. Let's go. This is like the exact same art style as Shikimori. Shikimori just as a show did not look very good, and definitely the biggest thing that I complained about the most, the thing I hated the most about that, was how the eyes looked in that. Although it's definitely not as bad as Shikimori. Like the Shikimori eyes were really, really like bright and vivid. They were like Haruchika levels. I got an interesting Discord message. I'll have to talk about that a little bit later. What was I saying? Shikimori-san. Yeah, did not like the look of that show. This looks marginally better. I will give it that. I definitely like this character design a lot more than Shikimori-san, because I enjoy... I want to say silver hair, and I wouldn't really call this girl silver. Like, it kind of is, but it also looks like it's pinkish in a weird way. Like it's like platinum or something. I don't know. It's a little bit weird. A little bit interesting, but... I'll also say this. It does seem like Sumire Uesaka is speaking Russian. I don't know if she's speaking Russian well. Maybe someone who's like actually Russian will be like, this is a terrible Russian accent or whatever. But I don't know. It works. It works for me as someone who doesn't understand either language, frankly. So, yeah. I mean, it's a top 3 show, so I might as well just like plan to watch it. Just give it an episode. What's the worst that can happen? The worst that happens is that I'm right and that I don't like it very much, and then I just drop it, and it's like, well, whatever. I can also, by the way, I should get rid of this stuff at the top. Not that it's embarrassing, whatever I was doing earlier. It's just not important to this. Sorry about that. Didn't realize I was there. Although this might screw up the previews moving forward. Oh well. F it, we ball. So yeah. Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is back. I thought Fairy Tail was over. Wait a minute. Wait, there's a Fairy Tail. There was a sequel Fairy Tail manga? I had no idea that this was happening. Fairy Tail actually has lived on. I genuinely did not know this. Okay. This is so weird to me. Like I said, I grew up in a very active Naruto fandom, and of course Fairy Tail was super popular within that. So I, somewhat vicariously experienced Fairy Tail through my friends. And then, that all ended at the end of the last decade, and now it's back suddenly. How have I not heard about this? I mean, I guess it's because I don't really hang out with all those same people anymore, but still, I would have assumed that I would have assumed that I would have just, randomly known that there was a Fairy Tail sequel. I love that this guy's name is Feels Bad and his image is a fucking Pepe. Okay, he seems like a nice guy, though. Feels Bad and 69th Street. Those are the top, well, not necessarily the top reviews, because my anime list kind of changed all that, but I do like those are the two reviews displayed for Fairy Tail. That's exactly what Mashima would want. He would want Feels Bad and 69th Street to enjoy Fairy Tail. I missed out on Fairy Tail. It never seemed like something that would actually appeal to me. I say that I kind of lived through it vicariously, and it's mostly like my friends who were reading it and saying how bad it was. So, if I want to know more, I'll just talk to Nix. Nix read all of Fairy Tail for some reason, and he has some stories to say about it. Is it going to be like the same people who made the original Fairy Tail? Are they all back? Hang on, I gotta go for a second.
Can I hang out with you?
No, I'm working.
Okay. In a little bit?
I'm gonna be working for a while.
Okay. Come get me whenever I can hang.
Okay. Sorry about that. Someone walked in. Yeah, it is. It does seem like, well, it's at least the same director. I'll just assume it's the same people who worked on the original Fairy Tail, and it is JC. Well, wait, no, JC staff didn't do Fairy Tail. That was A1 Pictures that did Fairy Tail, right? Yeah, it was A1 and Satellite. So the gang's all back. I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. It's just, I don't know. I also like that this is still going on. By the way, that the Fairy Tail sequel is still going on, but Eden Zero, the other manga that Mashima actually worked on post Fairy Tail, is that shit's over already. It's gone. All right, here's the funniest thing to ever happen in the entire history of anime: Isekai Suicide Squad. Suicide Squad Isekai. Now, I know extremely little about the DC universe and really like any comic book universe and stuff like that, but it's not unprecedented for any of these franchises to dip their toes into anime or anything like that. This isn't new. This has happened a lot in the past. Like, there are actual Marvel comics that have been adapted into anime somewhat. Like, there was an X-Men anime. No one's watched it or anything. Like, no one knows about this stuff because no one cares. But, it's not unprecedented for these companies to be like, hey, let's make an anime of something because kids love anime these days. And I'm definitely not surprised that DC would be trying this a lot more, because DC's movie franchise, that cinematic universe bombed to shit. Just did not work out whatsoever. So they're like, what else can we do? Let's try alternative media. Let's try alternative methods. Anime, that's the shit the kids are into these days. And to their credit, they got, a legit anime studio. It's not like
it's not like back several years ago, Marvel tried to make in anime. There was some kind. They marketed it as a Stan Lee or like an original anime written by Stan Lee, and I'm pretty sure what really happened is Stan Lee wrote like 2 sentences down, which was just the basic, most bare bones plot synopsis of the entire series, and then he would like show up for he'd just be like, next time on The Reflection, and then read off the episode title and then say Excelsior. That's what Stan Lee did. Like, that was all of Stan Lee's involvement with The Reflection, but they were like, ooh, it's a Stan Lee anime, and it was terrible. It was awful. They did try to do like I guess this actually isn't as great of a comparison, because I was going to say that felt very like amateurish, but they actually had the Mushishi director on that, and they tried to do this really experimental art style with it. They really tried something. They wanted to do something different with it, but it did not work. It absolutely did not work. It was bad. Anyway, it seems like DC might be taking notes from Cyberpunk. I feel like they saw the way Cyberpunk Edgerunners really boosted the value of that franchise, and I've said that I think Cyberpunk worked so well because it's an anime made by people who, you know, regularly make anime. Like, it's made by people who give a shit. It's not just like, you know, they outsourced it to some studio, gave them a budget of like, you know, $100 and make a 24 episode anime of this, and it's just like some shitty cartoon. Like, actually, a better example of this, if I can find it, I have to scroll down a little bit because I retweeted it. But apparently there's a Rick and Morty anime going on, or will occur. I had no idea this was a thing that was even like. I had no idea there was any intention of making a Rick and Morty anime, but this is just like clearly this was by someone was just thinking, you know, make an anime. What's anime? It's, you know, they speak Japanese and they look weird and there's stylized screenshots. Like, look, guys, this is what anime is, right? Isn't that what anime is? Like, that's what my parents would think that. That's what my parents would think anime is, and that's kind of like what I would expect these companies to do. But it looks like DC gives a shit because they're giving it to Studio Wit. That was a long time to explain that DC is just that Wit Studio is making this. That was way too many words to say something that was actually not that interesting. But yeah, it's Wit Studio. I mean, Wit Studio is doing a ton nowadays, but you know, good for them, honestly. And also, it's written by Tape. It is a screenplay by the ReZero creator, which, you know, and I don't want to put too much stock into that either, because number one, I'm not the biggest fan of ReZero nowadays, and number B, Tape is also a guy who will kind of do a lot of different screenplays. Like, he did Vivi, which was fine, but he also did like Sigdrifa, or whatever the fuck this show was called, which sucked. So, you know, I don't want to just go like, ooh, here are people that I know working on this. Isn't that cool? Yay. Director did... What other stuff have they directed? They were mostly a character designer. Well, they're a character designer and animation director of various things. Did lots of Jujutsu Kaisen stuff, it looks like. There's a fucking fly in here that's just hovering in my face. That was annoying. Also did some JoJo Part 4 stuff. That's cool. They actually have done... This person has actually been involved in lots of interestingly stylized anime, because there's also Garo Vanishing Line on here. Interesting stuff. Yeah, let's see what this is about. Actually, before I get into that, you know what? I just want to cut to the chase and make something abundantly clear. The reason why I said this is the funniest thing to ever happen is because I win again. You know, I love when the things that I like annoy other people and then just won't leave them alone. This is like my revenge for, you know, things like YOASOBI existing and getting overplayed to oblivion. This is how I get revenge on all of you guys. You guys all tormented me with Idol for months, even years. I still have to hear that stupid ass song. So you know what? fuck it. Mori Calliope Edie. Go fuck yourselves. Every single one of you motherfuckers eat shit and die. This is what we have come to, okay? Mori fucking Calliope is doing the ending theme for this anime, and it's already out. You can watch it. I think the first episode of the show is out, because I just retweeted that, and it's like the Edie's alright. The funniest thing is I don't even really like Callie's music all that much. Especially this song where she's constantly like breathing into the mic like way too hard, like it's like, okay, bro, you don't have to try that hard to do this. But anyway, I just think it's really amusing that my besties, my faves, my Oshis, my Oshi, so to speak, is on this, and that really bothers people. I love how upset people get about her Idol cover is garbage, TBH. Yeah, because Idol's a garbage song. No one has a good cover of Idol. Yeah. That's it. That's all. That was the main thing I wanted to talk about with this. The fact that Callie is doing the goddamn ED for this. Which, actually, funny enough, I wanted to say, because I'm a frequent viewer and enjoyer of Mori Calliope. And so she was teasing like a really big announcement. She's like, this is the biggest announcement I've ever made in my entire career. And I'm just like, oh, she's going to do the OP for ReZero Season 3, isn't she? That's going to be the funniest thing ever. And then it's funny how close I kind of was. Like, it's not ReZero, but Tappe is on it. So there's that. It's a recognizable franchise. There's that. Anyway, yeah, so what the fuck is this even about? Suicide Squad Isekai. There's lots of Suicide Squad stuff going on nowadays. There was that Kill the Justice League game that pissed everyone off. I don't know if anybody actually liked that game. I just saw them killing Batman, and not just Batman, but like the Arkham trilogy Batman, which is kind of funny. And then they pissed on him. I have no attachment to any of these characters. That just sounds funny. Funny and piss-pilled. All right, Amanda Waller, the head of Argus, has assembled a group of notorious criminals for a mission. Harley Quinn, Deadshot, Peacemaker, Clayface, and King Shark. These DC supervillains are sent into an otherworldly realm that's connected to this world through a gate. It's a world of swords and magic where orcs rampage and dragons rule the skies. An isekai. So it's just like a regular generic isekai, but it's the fucking Suicide Squad characters. Harley Quinn and the others go berserk after arriving in the isekai in all caps, which is not how the fucking word is supposed to be used. Isekai means another world or other world. I mean, well, okay, I guess you could say it's that, but like, that's just a very stupid and weeaboo way of doing it. They just say they arrive in the other world, but are captured by the kingdom's soldiers and sent to prison. They only have 72 hours before the bombs implanted in their necks explode. The clock is ticking. After negotiations with Queen Aldera, their liberation is contingent upon the conquest of her enemies, the hostile Imperial Army. The squad members have no choice but to throw themselves headfirst into the battle's front line. If they run, they die. If they lose, they die. With their lives on the line, can Harley Quinn and the Suicide Squad survive in the isekai? Brace yourselves for the pulse-pounding saga of the elite task force known as the Suicide Squad as they embark on a jaw-dropping adventure. Let the party begin. What is this, some kind of Suicide Squad isekai? What is this? Honestly, that doesn't sound all that interesting. Like, I get, maybe this sounds really fun if you really like DC, but that just sounds like a regular kind of boring isekai plot, frankly. It's just DC characters involved with it. I'm gonna say no to this, and then maybe if I hear it's like genuinely really good, then I'll give it a try. Oh, actually, it's not out yet. I guess the first episode did not come. I guess they just posted the ED because Callie's like, I'm a famous YouTube streamer. Everybody hates me. Please let me post the song. And they're just like, okay, we'll do whatever you say because we're just using you for marketing. Isn't the power of making anime just so wonderful? It's magic. Gimai Seikatsu. Days with My Stepsister. Oh boy, this is going to be good.
Yuta Asamura gets a new stepsister after his father remarries, Saki Ayase, who happens to be the #1 beauty of the school year. They promise each other not to be too close, not to be too opposing, and to simply keep a vague and comfortable distance, having learned important values about men and women relationships from their parents' previous ones. And then they fuck. That's how all of these things start. Like, unlikely couple, okay, let's not get too close to each other, and then smash within 5 minutes. Saki, who has worked alone for the sake of her family, doesn't know how to properly rely on others, whereas Yuta is unsure of how to truly treat her. Standing on fairly equal ground, these two gradually learn the comfort of living together. Their relationship progresses from strangers to friends as the days pass, and then it progresses from friends to friends with benefits. Fuck yeah. This is a story that may one day lead to love. Oh, I didn't even read that last sentence when I was joking about it, but hell yeah. I mean, that's where it's always going. Hey, it's a Fauna OP. Wow, it's been a while since I've heard a Fauna opening. Kiten, original character design. They're a penguin drinking boba. That's cool. He can speak Chinese, Japanese, and English. Wow. Nice. Ghost Mikawa. Oh my god, this story is written by a fucking ghost. And they have something else that's coming out that already has 35,000 members on it. This must be pretty popular. My friend's little sister has it in it for me. That's such a generic title that I'm amazed that hasn't existed before. Is this a novel from like 2012? No, it's from 2019. Sheesh. Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Fauna. Yeah, Fauna's doing the OP. It has it been? Oh, they did an OP. Oh wait, they have a. No, that's last. Spring was last season. I'm dumb. Run for Money, the Great Mission. I don't even remember this. Did I even preview this? Was this on the chart when I did the previews? I don't remember this at all. Granted, my. No, this guy's name is Tom. I would have remembered that this guy's name is Tom Sawyer. This must have been added very late or something. Or it was like so buried in the chart that it didn't matter. Or maybe it's like an ONA. No, that's a TV show. How did I miss this? Wait, this is 2023. This isn't last year. This isn't last season. This was last year. So I guess that's why I don't remember it. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, aside from that, it's been since Maid Dragon Season 2 where I heard a Fauna song in anime. It's the director of Sasamiya, which did not look great. What's the studio doing this? It's Dean. Yeah, that was... I was going to say Sasamiya was Studio Dean. You know, almost feels like a long-lost... Studio Dean kind of feels like a relic of the past with their super, typically low-quality... anime, but yeah, what else has this person done? Not a whole lot, just some episode direction on a couple of things. Yeah, I'm usually not really into these kind of series where it's just, you know, unlikely pair that kind of develops into something or something. Hey, we got subtitles on the My Anime List preview. Well, I mean, we'll watch this anyway. So, yeah. All right, let me pause this. Domestic Girlfriend was definitely one of those kinds of shows where unlikely pairs. But the thing is, Domestic Girlfriend was absurd and ridiculous and also had one of the hottest character designs of all time in Rui. I will say that I thought that this was going to be like a rom-com. I thought this was going to be a wacky hijinks type of show, and it looks... I don't even know if it necessarily looks dramatic. It might be kind of in between slice of life and dramatic. It looked very low-key tonally. I'm just going to be real. It did not look that interesting. Like, this did not seem like anything that would be interesting to me. Maybe I'll hear that is really compelling, though. Just going to look up the light novel source. It's, you know, mildly popular and has good ratings, but it doesn't seem like it's, you know, something I've totally missed out on. But yeah, I'm going to pass on that personally. All right, what the fuck is this one? Our Last Crusade or The Rise of New World Season 2. Which one was this? Did I watch this? That's a light novel. Goddamn, I forgot about that. Okay, I watched 5 minutes of this. I don't actually know if I watched 5 minutes of this. I just remember that I watched very, very little of it, and whatever I saw of it looked terrible. And so I shut it off. Kind of amazing that it's getting a second season, though, this long. This was 4 years ago. No one remembers this. Who cares about this? Who asked for this? I don't. What took them so long? I don't know. Like maybe they wanted to do 2 seasons when they decided to adapt this, but for I don't know, things got in the way because that was COVID. It was during COVID when first season came out. But yeah, I can't really tell you much of anything about this. It just looked bad, so I'm not gonna watch this. Yeah, Shikanoko noko no Shikan. Is this wait? Is this where that song comes from? The Shikanoko noko dun dun dun. That meme song. Is that where this comes from? That sounds like this. Shikanoko noko noko koshi tan tan. That's what it is, isn't it? Shikanoko noko noko koshi tan tan. Oh, I had no idea. That just like I just keep seeing that. But this is something that just keeps appearing in front of me. I keep seeing images of this anime. Like I knew this was coming out, and I've heard that song. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I didn't even know what it was called. I kind of heard it was like the title had a deer in it, but I didn't know the Japanese title of it. So what I'm getting out of this is that this is just Nichijou again. This is just Nichijou reincarnated. We finally got it, guys. We finally have Nichijou season 2, and that is awesome. I'm so excited for this. It's Wit Studio. I didn't know Wit Studio was making this. Jesus, Wit Studio's on all kinds of shit right now. Masahiko Ota. What has this guy done? He directed Gabriel Dropout, which I don't I don't hate that. Yeah, this guy's done a lot of meme shit slice of life shows. So they definitely hired the right guy for the job. Okay, yeah, this is going to be good. I already know this. Oshio Shio. Oshino Ogi. I don't know if this is a shy e-girl or a shy twink. Looks like it could be either one of them. Yeah, so but yeah, I don't even need to know. You know what? Here's the thing. Uncharacteristic of this series, because I never do this, I'm going to skip reading up on this and watching the trailer. Because I don't need to know anything about it. I don't need to know anything about this. I just know it's going to be good. I know that this show is going to be good. I'm not going to read any of that. I'm not going to watch that preview. Nope. Just gonna go into it. It's, looks like a fun school anime, and then there's some deer in there. I've seen Nichijou. I know where this is going. Okay, so case closed. Going to be peak. Best show of the season. All right, Nier Automata Part 2. This is a bit of a calamity. So A1 decided to do an adaptation of Nier Automata, which is, fair enough. I think I watched like a little bit of the first episode because I remember there was like a skit after the ED and all that had Yoko Taro in it, and he mentioned that he like his next goal is to figure out how the fuck to adapt all of the 12 billion endings of this game into the anime. And for a video game adaptation, this seemed like it was fine. I didn't hear much about it, but I think that's a good thing. Like, it seemed like lots of people watched it and there weren't too many complaints about it. So the art style looked all right. It's A1 Pictures, so it was a very polished production, as you might expect from these guys. So yeah, but yeah, and yeah, you're right. The one thing that definitely threw it off and kind of gave it maybe worse of a reputation is that this show had insane hella delays, and they said that it was COVID, but that seems like a really convenient excuse because it's not like every single show gets delayed by COVID. It's always the ones that kind of seem like they have the most troubled production going into it You know, A1 Pictures, like A1 Pictures can make polished stuff, but they've never been all that organized of a studio for as big as they are. I don't know. A1's always been a clusterfuck that's been hit or miss, and I hate how people like praise them nowadays. Like, oh, it's a studio that did Kaguya-sama. It's like, dude, yes, they did Kaguya-sama. That was a miracle staff that they got for that one. That is not indicative of them as a studio. So yeah, this started in winter 2023, and it didn't end until July, like late July. That, like, COVID doesn't do that. Like, we had COVID delays in 2020 when, you know, people actually took COVID relatively seriously as a society, and delays usually weren't that bad. Although there was Kingdom, which delayed itself by an entire year. You know, got 2 episodes into the broadcast. Oh no, COVID! Everyone in the studio has COVID. We have to postpone this for a full year. We promise. We finished the show. We're just not going to put it out. So yeah. But now the second cour is out. You know, a year after they finally finished the first part, which was 6 months late. I don't know, whatever. But it seems like when all's said and done, it seems like it's a fine adaptation of Nier Automata. I just have to play the game myself, though. I'm not going to watch this because I would rather play it. Yeah. Isekai Shikaku. No longer allowed in another world because our cast got replaced by the Suicide Squad. I like that it has the exact same logo as Oshinoko, by the way. This is just literally the Oshinoko logo. Like, it's like, it's got the brackets and it's got the one colored character in it. They ain't slick. Who the fuck do they think they are? An adventure in another world with cute girls by your side and video game-like powers. Sounds like an anime fan's dream, right? Am I right, gamers? Come on. Am I right, Reddit? Oh my god. Not so for melancholic author Osamu Dazai, who would quite literally prefer to drop dead. Are you shitting me? It's just Bungo Stray Dogs. It's Dazai. It's Osamu Dazai, and he wants to die. Get it? Because he killed himself in real life. Fucking poetic, bro. Video games haven't even been invented yet when he gets yanked into another world in 1948. Really, all the fantastical adventure he keeps running into is just getting in the way of his poetic dream of finding the perfect place to die. But no matter how much he risks his hide, everything seems to be turning out okay. Follow a miserable hero like no other in this cheerfully bleak isekai comedy. I like that they, you know, had to elaborate on the, like, hot anime girl video game stuff just to say, like, oh, yeah, that actually doesn't matter because it's Osamu Dazai and he doesn't understand that. Just say you have Osamu Dazai in another world. Like, we all get who the fuck Osamu Dazai is. You know, even if we've never read, like, No Longer Human or whatever his book was. What was his book? I don't know, whatever his works are called. I don't read Japanese literature. I don't fucking read. Do I look like someone who reads to you? But I've seen Bungo Stray Dogs, so I know who Osamu Dazai is. What the fuck was I talking about? I just had a stroke. I don't know. This seems stupid. This is, and funny enough, so this is by Atelier Pont Dark, which I believe is a lot of the core staff from ReZero Season 1. You know, the people who made ReZero look really, really good in the first season. They, like, branched off and made their own studio, and they did Isekai Oji-san, and also Ganbare Doki-chan, LOL. Some people, that matters a lot to some people. So I guess that these guys have one speed, which is make isekai about particularly weird characters who don't understand otaku culture, because that's just what Isekai Oji-san was. They're just doing the same show again, but it's Osamu Dazai. And speaking of ReZero, it's Mayashima, who's doing the OP. She's the original singer of Myth and Roid. She's not in Myth and Roid anymore. She's just doing her own stuff now, but it's like, nothing ever changes for these guys. Why did they make their own studio, frankly? They're just doing the same stuff. Yeah, they abandoned ReZero so they could just do other stuff that's, like, maybe not that as good as ReZero. I don't know, dude. It's weird. Although this guy who directed Isekai Oji-san actually has nothing to do with ReZero, and he's doing this one as well, but I don't know. I actually have no idea. I was just specifically told that Atelier Pont d'Arc came from like ReZero staff. But yeah, it seems like a seasonal isekai. It's an isekai, but the main character is blank, and in this case, it's Osamu Dazai. Oh god, though, hang on. Okay, this could actually convince me to watch this. It's Hiroshi Kamiya. Hiroshi Kamiya is good enough to carry shows. Like I do actually believe that. So they got Okamoto, Konomi Kahara, Tobukazu. Okay, they've got a voice cast here. Like the voice cast is here. This is tempting. Actually, this is a lot better than. I don't think any of these people deserve to be in a bad show. So maybe I shouldn't immediately call this a bad show. Let's just give it the old PV watch at the very least. Let's give it that. Oh, thank God, subtitles. I'll repeat what I said because I was pausing the recording. What is this? Satchan. It even has the same exact like text crawls on screen that Blue's Stray Dogs does, like the text like this with the boxes. That's kind of funny. It also had an elf character that looked exactly like the elf from Isekai Oji-san. That being said, it's actually rude of me for shitting on this anime so preemptively, because at the end of the day, I do stand male characters with kind of deep voices and very, very droopy eyes who are constantly depressed and talk about killing themselves all the time. So, I mean, I hate that synopsis, but at the same time, it does appeal to me in some particular ways. And that voice cast is just so good. So you know what? This could be a mistake, but I'll give it a try. Why not? It's going to be a 12-episode annual. Yeah, that's fine. Joke's on you. It's actually going to be 13 episodes. All right. Gigi Harem. Pseudo Harem. Why is it... Okay. Very normal poster. Ooh, this is Studio Nomad. Is this the Josh and Sean Dropkick people? Kinda. Well, I mean, someone who was involved with it at the very least. So cool. Okay. All right. Eiji Kitahama, a second-year high school student, just wants to be popular. To help him realize this dream, Rin Nanakura, his junior in the drama club, uses her acting skills to create a harem of loving girls for him. What? Oh, she like plays different characters. She role plays different characters, so it's like he has a bunch. Okay, I think that's what it's implying. Though the various girls all show fondness towards Eiji, the affection of the actress behind them is very real. Rin's colorful acting continuously delights Eiji, but will the starlet herself ever make her way into his heart? Okay, so yeah, it's a girl role playing as a bunch of different girlfriends for this guy, and the guy's too fucking stupid to realize that it's out of affection. Which, that isn't just. It's something that, in a way, I actually still appreciate with the oblivious MC in rom-coms, because sometimes you can twist that into such absurd degrees that it can actually be fun. Like it really can be a fun trope. And she's Sayori. She's Saori. So how can you say no to Saori? I'll just watch this. Well, I couldn't tell what the fuck was going on because I just could not find a subtitled trailer of this to save my life. What the fuck is this? What? Huh? It's still going. There's nothing. Okay, sure. Good. Thank you, show. I really wanted to see that. Maybe I'll hear about it later. It doesn't seem all that like something that I'd be all that into, frankly. I'll be right back. This will be just like 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. put my headphones? I'm not wearing headphones. Why did I pick those up? But where? I meant to say, where did I put my fucking hat? I'm naked. I'm sorry. Oh God. Sorry you had to see that, y'all. That was embarrassing. That shouldn't have happened. 1 second. One other thing I wanted to do. Where is it? Okay. So today, kids, I'm gonna show you how to make heroin. First of all, you just get like a lighter, you make some candles, let's get some fire going here. Don't worry, I'm going with somewhere with this. Don't worry, this will serve a purpose. All right. Woo! Yay! Let's get this on like a thing. Do I have anything to stand this on? I'll put this on this thing of wipes. This is definitely not dangerous at all. Look at this. This is totally fine. Nothing will happen if I leave this here. Okay, it's cool. It's absolutely cool. Thank you, by the way. Thank you. The hat is very nice. I paid $70 for this hat, so it better be a nice hat. I don't need to wear these right now. Yeah. Let's leave it near the mic. What's the worst that can happen? All right. Where the fuck are they? Okay, I found them. Don't worry, I'm going somewhere with this. I'm, just having a little bit of fun here. There's nothing wrong with having a candle on a small flimsy thing of wipes near electronics. It's fine, okay? I know what I'm doing here. I'm a professional. Look at my hat, okay? I know what I'm doing. Okay, 2.5. I blew out the candle by talking and sighing. I blew out one of the fucking wicks, or whatever, one of the wicks. All right, I have no interest in real girls, so claims Okamura, the president of the school's manga club. He's your typical otaku obsessed with a sexy, fictional 2D manga character known as Liliel. Then the new school year starts, and a real 3D girl named Rarissa, whose passion is cosplay, joins the club. Rarissa convinces Okamura to become a photographer, and guess who her favorite manga character is? Not only that, but Rarissa is into modeling and modeling the fetishy stuff. The boundaries between 2D and 3D start to blur as this hot-blooded romantic comedy unfolds. So it's just My Dress Up Darling. That's the show. They just made My Dress Up Darling again. It's the exact same thing, except this guy's into photography as opposed to whatever the fuck the guy in Bisque Doll was into. How did they get away with this? It's literally just the same show. I would just rather watch My Dress Up Darling, although I do like this character design a lot. I was about to say she is very close to looking like Mashu Kiriolite. Yeah, I don't know. Masamune Okamura. It's Masamune-kun from Masamune-kun's Revenge. I didn't watch that show, and I'm not watching this. I mean, like, My Dress Up Darling was fine. I only watched a couple episodes of it, but it was, like, fine from what I saw. I like her. She's cute. Oh my god, there's someone named Mayuri in here. Wow. Oh, her actual name is Mayura, so we can give her a pass. I will not have to fight her to the death or anything. Alright, cool. Yeah, wow, this is a 24 episode show for reals? How and why, most importantly. What is this? Oh, it doesn't even have a good rating. That's never a good sign if the manga doesn't even have a good rating. But yeah, I didn't finish My Dress Up Darling, so I'd rather watch that. I'll watch this without
3次元の女子には興味はないんでな。
先輩なら私コスプレしたくなってきました。
もう脱いでる。
Who the
立
fuck
派な
is
オタクに
this guy? Why does his voice sound like that? I don't get it. Oh, these marshmallows are old. This is not very funny. Who is this guy? Oh, Junya Enoki. That's someone I've vaguely heard of. He did the guy, and he was in Dorohedoro. That's a good show. He played good. This guy plays good. Wait, it's Yuji. It's literally Yuji from JJK. Why is he in this? He sounds like shit in this. His voice just sounds terrible. It's like he's trying to sound funny. It's just failing miserably. Yeah, I'll just tell you right now, I am definitely not into this whatsoever. So no, thank you. Megami no Cafe Terrace second season. The second season of a show that I didn't watch. What was this one again? Cafe and its Goddesses. Was this like on my plan to watch or something? Did I say I was gonna watch this and then not do that? Well, I don't remember what I said about this. Go back to when I talked about this in spring 2023, and that's how I feel about it to this day. Yeah. I think. Okay, hang on a second. No, this is not the one. Okay. There was something I've been like really looking forward to talking about this season, and I thought it was going to be this show, but it's not this. Maogun Saikyo no Majutsushi wa Ningen Datta. The strongest magician in the Demon Lord's army was a human. Wow, really? That's fascinating. I'm so excited to learn more about this. Mao Army's strongest magician, I'm called Ike, a demon capable of capturing a fort alone. Clearing away enemies with immense magic, he is without a doubt a monster awed by friend and foe. However, he has a secret he can't tell other demons. I'm human, you know. Using modern, what a way of saying it. I'm a human, I guess. It's no big deal. Whatever. Using modern knowledge to keep his secret, he became treated as a great commander and the driving force of the Mao's army. Wow, this is a really blame season of anime. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we're already in this stuff that I'm just like glancing at. Oh, wait a minute. This is a good show. Hang on. Sorry. Never mind. Good show. Good show alert. I definitely prefer female demon kings to not female ones. I'll also say that. Former slave and currently the exclusive mate of Ike. Oh, this is a creeper show. Yeah, this isn't going to be good. Let's at least look at the character design, because that's always fun. I want to see more of this witch girl. Who's this? Sephiro. I mean... she's like average as far as witch characters go, so... definitely not a good enough design to carry the show for me. I cannot be satiated with just that alone. Let's see what else. Yeah, I mean they're okay. She reminds me of. Her eyes are like really big and blue, but other than that, she really reminds me of Lily from Pokemon Sun and Moon. Yeah, it's whatever. All right, I'll humor the show and watch something of it. Wait, Studio A-Cat is doing this. I don't know what that logo at the beginning was, though. What was that? Happen at Phantom Studios. These guys have been attached to lots of stupid shit. Except Pompo-san. They were on Pompo-san. That was the first thing they attached themselves to. And it's been all downhill ever since. Like, they were producers on the second season, or quote unquote second season of Devil's a Part-Timer. Like, this was the second season of the second season. It's fucking complicated. It's like really confusing and stupid. Yeah, and a whole bunch of other shows that I definitely did not watch because I didn't think they were good, or I did try to watch them, like Tomozaki-kun. Yeah. Yeah, I think okay, I did say I was going to watch something. Let's see. Oh, hey, it's Crunchyroll.
何か企んでいるとは思いましたが、そんなものです。
I don't want to watch this. The show doesn't look good, or at the very least, it doesn't look appealing to me. So no, thank you. I shouldn't have closed that.
何か企んで
Shut up. Stop talking. Stop talking with your stupid Demon King voice or whatever. Alright, what's next? At Tree, My Dear Moments. Oh, it's Troika. Hang on, this could be good. In the near future, is this an original? It's a visual novel. In the near future, a sudden unexplained sea rise has left much of human civilization underwater. Oh, that's real. Ikaruga Natsuki, a boy who lost his mother and his leg in an accident some years earlier, returns disillusioned from a harsh life in the big city to find his old countryside home half swallowed by the sea. Left without a family. Oh, it's a 10-hour visual novel? Oh, that could be good then. Well, Island was a 10-hour visual novel, and look how well that turned out. So funny. Left without a family, all he has to his name is the ship and submarine left to him by oceanologist grandmother and her debts. LOL. His only hope to restore the dreams for the future that he has lost is to take up the opportunity presented to them. I just realized, what if this is by the same people who made Island? All right, well, I'll get to that in a second. Presented to him by the suspicious debt collector Catherine. They all set sail to search the sunken ruins of his grandmother's laboratory in order to find a treasure room that she says she left there. But what they find is not riches or jewels. It's a strange girl lying asleep in a coffin at the bottom of the sea, Atri. Atri is a robot, but her appearance and her wealth of emotions would fool anyone into thinking she's a living, breathing human being. In gratitude for being salvaged, she makes a declaration to Natsuki. I want to fulfill my master's final order. Until I do, I'll be your leg? In the little town, slowly develop being... What does she mean? She'll be his leg? What the fuck does that mean? In a little town slowly being enveloped by the ocean, an unforgettable summer is about to begin for this boy and this mysterious robot girl. Okay. It's by the guy who directed, like, Fate Zero, and... Okay, so, like I said, this was a Troika... This is, like, the Troika staff here. They got Juki Hanada on here. Uh-oh, this is a good staff. This is a good staff, me thinks. Was this guy on, like, Recreators and that kind of stuff? Let's go back. Doesn't look like it. What else were they on? I did see Bloom Into You. They were on a little bit of Bloom Into You. A little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, cool. It's the art director of Magia Record. And the art director... Wait, hang on. Guys, look, it's a... Guys, hang on a second. It's the guys, hold up. Handshakers mentioned. It's the art director of Handshakers. I think we have peak on our hands. I'm thinking that this is going to be anime of the year. I didn't realize that the guy who, like, done Monogatari and stuff was on fucking Handshakers. This is news to me. Oh, ow, fuck. That did not go well. It was not just the art director from... Yeah, this is like a Shaft guy. I didn't realize this guy was on the fucking Handshakers and its sequel. What was he doing over there? Okay. Let's see. That's about all I can really get from the staff. But... Game scenarist and light novel writer. Okay, so it's not by the people who made Island, so that's comforting. But you know, that's an interesting premise and a staff that I personally want to believe in. Like, this guy's last show was Gunjo no Fanfare, and this sucked ass. This show absolutely fucking blows. But that was a scripting fail much more than anything. Like visually, this show looked fantastic. This show looked as good as Recreators, as good as Bloom Into You. I think these people also did ID Invaded. I didn't see that one personally. But, like, this guy takes control of really good productions. So I trust him. And Gunjo no Fanfare had a good production. It was just a terrible, terrible script. So, and knowing that, and that was also an original anime, and this is a visual novel adaptation. And seemingly, as you have told me, not a long visual novel. Sometimes going down to... Yeah, honestly... I just look at the staff and sometimes just pull off names that I recognize. It's like, oh, hey, here's a show that I've seen by this person who's also on this show. And I don't even know if it really matters all that much in the long run, but it's just information I find. Yeah. So yeah, I'm thinking. I don't like her design very much, but I'm thinking this could be good. This really could be good. She's probably going to be really hot in the show. I need to see how this show is like actually animated. But again, it's Makoto Kato. This guy can do well. She looks like a Doki Doki Literature Club character. All right, let's check this out. Well, there's a longer trailer, but it doesn't have any subtitles, so I'm just not really going to worry about it too much. I don't know what this Aniplex.exe thing is. That's and it's weird because it's not like it's in place of Aniplex. It's like both logos for Aniplex and Aniplex.exe are on here. Yeah, Aniplex Creepypasta apparently. Maybe it's like, is there like a games division of Aniplex now that I'm not aware of? Maybe that's what this is, and that's like where the visual novel comes from. That's going to be my assumption. Yeah, but I will say probably going to be worthwhile. I'm hopeful. So, yeah. Shoshimin series. Shoshimin, how to become ordinary. Let's help each other and aim to become perfect ordinary citizens. Kobato, who once held a bitter experience through deduction activities known as wisdom work, was determined to become an honest and humble citizen. He secretly formed a reciprocal relationship with his classmate Osanai, who shared the same aspiration, planning to make their high school debut as ordinary citizens and live and lead peaceful days. Why do they keep saying citizen? Is this like, are they under oppression? Is this like some kind of oppressive government that is that's controlling everything? However, for some reason, mysterious incidents and misfortunes keep coming one after another into their school lives. Will Kobato and Osanai be able to achieve peaceful days as ordinary citizens? I just hate how we keep saying citizen. There's an Eve OP, so there's going to be the most popular OP of the season. It's the director of The Promised Neverland, which, you know, might sound scary because everyone knows how The Promised Neverland fell off, but like, that second season is not this guy's fault. And the first season was very, very well made, so, you know, there was some really good directing in that, so that's nice. This is a novel, not even a light novel, just a novel in particular, and it's also by Lapin Track, which is the studio that has these guys have actually done some really interesting stuff. They haven't done a whole lot, frankly, and I didn't even know they were attached to some of this stuff. Like, Endride was a Brains-based show, but I guess they've retroactively been credited with that. And also Wotakoi was A1, but again, retroactively they've been credited with that. But mostly I remember them from Sarazanmai, which it's funny because people say that was like more of a Mappa show. But it's credited as Mappa, but people say it was more of a Lapin Track show, really. And then they did this Penguin Drum movie, this like Penguin Drum sequel. They did Undead Girl Murder Farce this time last year, most importantly, which had a bit of like the Rakugo staff or the Kaguya-sama staff on it. So that was odd. See, this is an odd. Oh, this is the. Oh, I forgot. This is so. So anyway, that's these guys have an interesting catalog. So I just saw that. This is by the guy who made Hyoka. That's what this is. Yeah, everyone remember Hyoka? Yeah, he abandoned that, I guess. Fuck Hyoka, and you know what? Good. This Hyoka sucks. Hyoka's fucking terrible. Well, it's not terrible, but I don't like it. So that's what he's been up to instead of making more Hyoka. So everyone's saying we'll never get Hyoka season 2. You're right. We will never get Hyoka season 2 because we have this instead. I don't know. Will it be as good as Hyoka? Will I like it as opposed to Hyoka? I don't know. I have no idea, frankly. People can make one good thing and then one bad thing after that. What is this? Shoshimin. What can I...
小市民たるもの
No.
小市民たるもの決して
That cut of him cutting the cheese was just so important. We needed to see that. The user you are trying to ban doesn't exist. Oh, I'm fucking trapped here. God damn it. How'd this happen? Okay, so that's interesting because it has like it's very similar to Hyoka, where it's a school mystery series about low-key boring guy, and fortunately the girl isn't like ridiculous and quirky like Chitanda is. I thought Chitanda was grating. I do not like that character personally. This actually, but the trade-off here is that this reminds me of what I genuinely consider to be the worst anime I have ever actually watched, which I haven't seen to completion, but like I saw like 7 episodes of it, and it was literally so bad that it resulted in me breaking my computer several years ago, and that is Sakurada Reset, which I believe was also some kind of mystery anime, not entirely to do with like school, but it was also like it's so low key and down to earth that it was devoid of any and all personality. That's what Sakurada Reset was, and this is like encroaching in that territory where like the characters are kind of explaining themselves that they don't want to like stand out. They just want to be completely ordinary. I have a weird feeling about that. It could be interesting. It's just that my past experience with both Hyoka and Sakurada Reset make me think that this could be real stinky for me, but out of morbid curiosity, I will give it a shot. I will try it. Who is directing it? Oh yeah, I looked at that. It was a Neverland director, which this show didn't look like anything like Neverland. But whatever. Yeah, that's all I can really get from it. It's also only got 3 characters. It's only going to have 3 characters in the entire show. I don't know. This could be the most boring ass show of all time, for all I know. But maybe it could also be really interesting and worthwhile. This really is a wild card right here, I think. Just because the author who made the previous title is famous doesn't mean the anime will be good. Ain't that the goddamn truth? Yeah. I apologize if you were offended. Don't apologize. Fuck these people. Fuck people who browse my anime list forums. That's a wasteland right there. Senpai wa otokonoko. Senpai is an otokonoko. Thank you for the elaboration there. Makoto Hanaoka is a womanly second-year student. Easily attracts other people's attention. I'm getting my pluralities incorrect. First-year student Saki Aoi is no exception, and she falls in love with Makoto at first sight. Having a vibrant and vigorous personality, she does not hesitate to confess her feelings to her senior. However, Makoto differs significantly from the person Saki perceives. Makoto is not a girl, but rather a cross-dressing boy! What the fuck?! That's like the second time. I think there was a show last season that, like, at the end of the synopsis was like, oh, by the way, this character actually isn't this gender. It's actually the opposite. And it was like a bombshell reveal in the synopsis. It was like, what? After revealing his well-known secret to Saki, Makoto expects her to be disgusted. Surprisingly, she is instead captivated by this revelation. Nonetheless, he still rejects her, but Saki's determination does not stop her from declaring that she will become his first love. With Saki and his childhood friend at his side, Makoto's world brightens, giving him strength amid his struggle between his interests and the expectations placed on him. I forgot what otokonoko means, so that's why it caught me off guard so hard. So there's that. Who the hell is Kujira? They're doing the OP and ED at the same time. Whale Don't Sleep. They have some music videos on here. Although they did a which ED was this? I'm gonna look this up right now, because I actually think this was a really, really good ED. Femboy MC Panic will be on this. Yeah. Wait, is this? What was it? That's not it. What were they credited with? Theme song. Oh, they like. Okay, they didn't do the ED itself, but they did kind of like write it. Okay, that's why I got confused by it. This was good though. I like that. But yeah, I guess this is their first actual stuff in anime. This person did some stuff. Tomozaki-kun sucked, but that's, you know, maybe more of a scripting thing again. Hey, they did an animation direction on Keijo. That's peak right there. Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god, it's by Pomu? I'm Pomu. I can't believe it. Pomu is still alive post-graduation. Crazy. It is a finished manga. It's a complete manga. It only went 2 years, 100 chapters. So, I mean, it's weekly. You know, if everything just gets adapted in one season, that could be fun. Alright, let's see this. Oh my god. It's breaks in. Whoa. Any breaks in mains in chat? I'm amazed those emotes are even still in existence. That's from Pokken. Pokken's dead. You know, there was like some like interesting gender stuff in there or something. Like there seem to be layers to this. I don't entirely know like if it will be done tastefully or if it's like some kind of maybe like gay or trans panic kind of stuff. But it's interesting enough where I want to see where it goes. I mean, it's got a good rating, so I'm going to assume that people are that people are supportive of this and that it's healthy. There might be something here. I'll try it. I'll give it a shot. Why not? All right, this next one, Sue to Tsurugi no Wistoria, Wand and Sword. This poster, this guy with the turquoise hair, this guy looks like he's straight out of like 2008. Look at this. What is this? I just love how sharply colored this guy's hair is. It's not turquoise, it's teal, by the way. God, am I fucking blind? All right. Will Surf. He's a surf. He's a surfer guy. He dreams of keeping his promise to a childhood friend by becoming a Magia Wander. Oh my god, it's Magia Record again. Oh no, not again. I thought I was done with that. They're shutting down Magia Record, guys. Magia Record's finally dead and will just be replaced by a different game, but I did it. I killed it. Finally. Only for this to pop up. One of the mighty magicians who sit atop the wizard's tower. Magician. However, he is unable to cast even the simplest of spells, leaving him... Well, is he really a magician then if he can't cast spells? The fuck? Leaving him to fight dungeon monsters to earn credits at Regarden Magical Academy. As if that weren't enough, he finds himself putting his sword skills to a test against a bullying professor. I want to watch a bullying professor just make fun of this dude. Oh wait, I thought. Oh, this is Will. This is Will Surfer, man. 24th of Elsmoon, December 24th in our world. What a creative way of doing time in your world show. So what I'm getting is that this is a Magic Academy harem show. Maybe not a harem, but definitely some kind of battle magic harem. Battle magic high school show. You know, I was saying that this is looking very 2000s, but that synopsis is very 2010s. This show is multiple decades outdated in many different ways. Tetsuya, whatever. What has he done? I don't know. Some shit. Who cares? Oh, whatever. Why is this show so animated? Why did that look as good as it? That had no business being as good as looking as it was. Hold up. What the fuck is this?
What? Who let these people cook? Excuse me? Is this a good show?
6層にバスカビルが出現したという情報がある。
ありがとうございます。
Okay, who the hell is doing Actus? Actus is doing this? I mean, Actus can make good animation. I thought Actus was done making actual shows, not gonna lie. Like, when was the last time they did a show? Oh, they did one last year. No one watched it. No one cared. Actus is a studio that does Girls in Panzer mostly. And now they're also are they still doing Princess Principal, or are they done with that? Now that the third movie came out. Wait, it was 8 minutes? Wait a minute. Hey, oh, no, this was... Wait a minute. I'm confused. Okay, this is the third movie. Okay, so I remember after the first season, the only season of Princess Principal, they said they were going to do 6 movies of it, just like Girls in Panzer. There are going to be 6 Girls in Panzer movies, and then they quickly cut that down to 3. So I guess they are done with Princess Principal, but they're still doing Girls in Panzer. That's going to have 6 movies, and they're still only on they've only just recently come out with the 4th. Wherever that was. When did that come out? Yeah, late last year is when the 4th Girls in Panzer came out. A TV show that came out, I believe, in 2012. And it's still going. You know, that's their moneymaker right there. Like they can make good productions. The thing is, though, with TV productions, they would always have catastrophic blunders for some reason. Like they had I mean, this is like years ago at this point, but I think this one was Long Riders. Like this came out at one point, and then they were like, yeah, final episodes of Long Riders to be delayed. They're like, whoops, sorry, we messed up, so we have to cancel the rest of the broadcast, and we'll put it out, you know, some other time, I guess. And that has happened multiple times with these guys. So I thought they were done doing TV stuff, but they can do good productions, as crazy as it might seem. Does that mean this is going to be a good show? It's a shame. Like, it looks really good. It really does. I can't believe that, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm kind of not really feeling it. We don't even have character designs on here. God damn it. Yeah, that's not a good sign. We just have this. I don't know. No, it sounds bad. It sounds bad, but it's probably got good animation. So good for them. Good job, Actus. But if I hear that it's good, then I'll be like, okay, I'm sorry. I should have, put a little more faith into it, but that kind of synopsis is just whatever. Okay, this is the one that I was looking forward to. Okay, so if there's anything that I really want to get out of my life, it's that I want my own tastes and interests to be validated by the world around me. And something that's very important to me is that anime has been a great gateway for me to get into some of my favorite bands and artists that I, bump to this day. The biggest one, of course, is Mirai Nikki. Mirai Nikki introduced me to Yosei Teikoku. They're the ones who did the first OP for that and some other songs later on. And, that band blew my mind when I first heard them. So I'm like, oh, my God, I've never heard anything like this. And that sent me down this rabbit hole of just, looking for other Japanese artists to get really into. And to this day, I still just, I just have a great interest in Japanese metal in particular because the scene is so interesting and kind of different over there. And, I listen to a lot of Japanese bands that don't have anything to do with anime. They're not credited whatsoever. I could name some off and you'd be like, what? I always hate whenever I find a Japanese song I really like, and then I go see it on, I listen to it on YouTube, and then I scroll down, and then all the comments are like, this could be a good anime opening. Whoa, guys, it's in Japanese. That's just like anime. Whoa, I always hate that shit. But at the same time, there is a part of me that still listens to a band I've never heard. If I listen to a Japanese band for the first time, there is still a part of me that thinks, man, this kind of would go hard as like an anime opening, or at least the band I'm listening to, if they ever did an anime opening, it would probably go really, really well. And where I'm going with this is that I have finally achieved literally a career-long goal right here, because one of my absolute favorite bands of all time for several years is a band that is actually very, very similar to Yosei Teikoku, to the point where they actually have shared members of the band. And it is a band called Unlucky Morpheus, which is just like Yosei Teikoku, they are a gothic chunibyo symphonic metal band, and they are absolutely fucking awesome. And shit you not, I'm actually going to pull this up for you, because that's how far back this goes. I have referenced this myself on my own channel, but back in the ancient times, where I actually made videos, where I actually made things that were halfway worth watching. And not only that, why am I looking for my own channel in my sub feed? Hang on. I forgot how to navigate YouTube. The one video that I did that was like kind of decent. So let's see if I can find it specifically. I haven't watched this video in such a long time. I don't even remember. I don't remember any of it. Let's see. Is that it? Where is it? I don't know. Where the fuck? I know I've mentioned them somewhere.
Because we'll get the gamers using it for your catches bulky and otter print.
There we go.
This boy every season. If Unlucky Morpheus ever gets to do an OP, all big seller boards. It'd be nice if we could get more variety, some more underground artists, not just big sellers that we see every season. If Unlucky Morpheus ever gets to do an OP, I'll be the happiest boy in the world. But
well, folks, Unlucky Morpheus is doing the OP for this anime. I am the happiest boy in the world right now. It's finally fucking happened. I have waited so long for this. I get to add Unlucky Morpheus to my favorites on my anime list. Woo! Yeah! I can't believe this. What a time to be alive. And here's how hilariously my tastes and interests collide with each other. The singer of this band, dude. This is I'm playing this for you because I don't care. First of all, let me just get this out of the way. I don't care about this anime. It's Project Number 9. These guys have never ever done a halfway decent show in their entire lifespan. Okay, every single time I see them on the seasonal chart, I'm like, this show's gonna suck ass, and I either drop it in like 2 minutes or I don't watch it at all, and then it has like a 5.2 score on my anime list. I don't give a shit. I'm not even previewing this. It's probably terrible. Why does nobody remember me in this world? Because your show sucks, buddy. Okay? Unfortunate, but this is it's the moral victories here. It's the personal victories here. So I want to, which one should I show you? Let's do Opfer. The vocalist of this band is my favorite vocalist in metal. She is imagine if a metal band had like an opera singer. That's like what this chick does. Like, she's fucking unbelievable. it, dude. She's so fucking good. That's just what this band sounds like all the time. They're the absolute fucking greatest, dude. She is my favorite vocalist in metal. Why am I talking about this so much? Well, here's the funniest thing that has ever happened, folks. This is just how hilariously my favorites cross over. So she's done a little bit of solo stuff. She goes by Fuki, or sometimes Fuki Commune. And she's actually listed on my enemy list, because I have her on my favorites list. Like, if anybody has ever given a shit enough to look at my favorites list that also has Mori Calliope on it, there she is, Fuki right here. She's just an absolutely gorgeous woman. Well, you see what else she has? You see some of the. She's only been credited for a couple of anime songs, but you know what one of them is? That's right, the ending theme for fucking W's, the Handshakers sequel. Listen, I promise that I personally have not been contacted by Studio Gohans, but I cannot confirm nor deny that some executive at Studio Gohans is like aware of my existence and is, specifically doing things to appeal to me, because the way these guys continuously capture me, yes, they can put her on a good show. They put her on fucking W's, motherfucker. The way they appeal to me is just so hilarious. And here's how this gets even funnier. I'm kind of moving away from Unlucky Morpheus now, but Gohans is coming back, folks. They're coming back with an original show in winter. And they announced the OP for this upcoming show. Momentary Lily. That's what it's going to be. Winter 2025. They are so back. And here's the thing. They announced that the OP is going to be by Hanabi, which is another metal band that I've been into for a couple of years and have never done an anime song before. So, can I add Hanabi to my favorites on my enemy list? Oh my god, I can't. Someone added them. Someone already had it. Someone already took it from me. Hang on. I'm doing this in real time. I am updating my favorites in real time because that's more important than whatever fucking stupid show I was talking about. Can I edit my favorites, please? Alright, Sim is not even that good. Fuki, you are dismissed because your band is on here. So I got Hanabi on here, and now at long last, my favorites list on my anime list is like truly reflecting my actual favorites. I have 1,000 comments on my wall on my anime list. That's amazing. I haven't read any of them. LOL. So now that like Unlucky Morpheus was literally the top one Japanese band that I listen to regularly that has not appeared in an anime yet. So now that they're done, and also Hanabi, Hanabi wouldn't be like second place, but now that both of these guys are appearing in anime, my next favorite that has yet to appear in anime is shifting over to Pale Dusk, which I want to believe could maybe potentially happen someday, but they're also busy making songs for Bring Me the Horizon, so they've got bigger fish to fry right now, I think. So, yeah, and actually I like Maximum the Hormone a little bit more, but yep. That's how it is. Finally, my favorites feel complete. I'm so happy that this is happening. All I want is for my favorite artists to be doing music for anime. I don't even care if it's for good anime, just as long as they're doing it. Because you know what? As long as they have one song in anime, like that sets them up for future opportunities. They've done something now. They've gotten their foot in the door. They can very easily be called back for other stuff. And again, I hate whenever there's I always hate whenever people are like, oh, this Japanese song sounds like an anime. A lot of stuff can sound like an anime opening, okay? It's not... Anime is not a style, really. However, they have made songs where it's like... Let me... Yeah, I'm a realist. This song is like... This is an anime. It's got, the exact perfect structure. like the whole song, like the chorus ends around the minute 30-second mark. It's like, this is an anime opening. It just isn't for an anime. It's just a song they made. But yeah, it's finally happening. I'm so happy about this. This is the most important thing that is. I honestly probably wouldn't have done this video if not for this specifically. This is literally the one thing I wanted to talk about this season. The fact that one of my favorite bands of all time is appearing in an anime for the first time. Just long wish accomplished, and I am extremely happy about that. All right, where was I on this? Did the thing refresh? Did it change order? Where in the hell am I? What was I talking? What was the last show called? Why does nobody remember me in this world? Why don't I remember where I am on the chart? Okay, Hazure Waku. It didn't move at all. I just had no idea what the last show was. All right, Hazure Waku no Jot. Failure frame. I became the strongest and annihilated everything with low-level spells. Okay. Who the fuck is this? Oh, okay. Their face looked a little more fucked up than I thought, but that's just an eye mask. Bruh, failure frame? Is this something I should know about? Because I'm just about ready to move on, frankly. It looks like Ainz from that one show I actually like, but not as cool. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'll just put it that way. I'm good. The magical girl and the evil lieutenant used to be arch enemies. It's a light novel guilty pleasure series. Fair enough. The manga tells the story of Mira. Well, this isn't a manga, motherfucker. The manga tells the story of Mira, who leads an evil organization trying to take over and destroy everything. Earth is under attack, but a magical girl named Byakuya Mimori stands up to Mira's group. As they face off, something unexpected happens. Mira falls in love with Mimori. Cool. What a story. Boy meets girl. And then they... she is... What? Why does she look like that? Why does she look like that? Why would someone draw that? He's got sunglasses. He falls in love at first sight with the magical girl Glass Happiness. He looks at this and is like, "Yeah, I want to smash this. Yep, this is okay." I have some. Her outfit resembles that of Homura Akemi, especially with the diamond shapes in her stockings. I've never seen a note like that on a MyAnimeList character page. I didn't realize that doesn't seem like something that should be allowed, where you can just make speculations like that. Oh yeah, this character is very similar. This is Bones. Oh, what the fuck? Bones is doing this? Bones, why are you doing this? Bones, what are you doing? Huh? That is weird. Okay, it's a manga. Not a particularly popular manga. This is like weirdly out of character for Bones, I think. That's okay. Maybe there's something good in here. I don't know. Let's look more at these character designs. They're not. Man, why isn't AnyDB like? Why doesn't AnyDB have anything this season? It used to be a thing where like every time I'd go onto AnyDB, like the whole page would be filled out with high quality uploads of the character designs, and now that's not happening anymore. I guess I'm left out to dry here. It's a guy who's done. I mean, this guy's done. Well, he's done some Bungo Stray Dogs stuff. I thought it was the Bungo Stray Dogs guy or something, but it was just he's just done a little bit on the 4th season. He directed is this the Given movie? No, it's not the movie. It's just an OVA. What was this? What is this? Umibe no Stranger by the Shore. So he did direct a movie, a boys' love movie that seems to have some positive reputation. Okay, never heard of it. Other than that, though, I'm confused. Bones doing this. Like, why? Don't they have better things to do? Who's this? Lizelle. She looks like a VTuber. She in charge of the singing cast on the TV anime Ya Boy Kome. Huh? Vazel Ange. I don't know. Okay. Well, I mean, it's Bones. Maybe it'll be good. I love Studio Bones. They always do good.
魔法少女を倒す使命それは
That was good. I liked that. He really reminds me of Fafnir from Maid Dragon, and then the guy and then the girl reminds me of Kana from Maid Dragon. Not that I want Fafnir and Kana to hook up or anything. That's sorry, but yeah, I mean this actually looks like. Let me put it this way: the synopsis absolutely did not sell what this show was going to be like. That was such a bare bones description that I really had no idea what to expect. But actually looking at it. It seems like the dude's a total Chunibyo and the girl is just like a cinnamon roll. So the guy's trying to be like, no, I'm evil. I can't like this. And he's just trying to cope with that. But yeah, it seems like a nice, fluffy romance with a lot of weird supernatural twists to it, like a bit of a power fantasy as well. This actually seems fun, crazy enough. And also the girl did not look as terrible in the show as she does in this image. So... Thank you, Studio Bones. So I'm planning to watch that. Yeah, I did. I went into that with like negative expectations, and that actually looked good. Okay, you know I can be wrong about things. Make heroine gasu usu. That's a word. Makiene. Too many losing heroines. Kazuhiko Nukumizu, a self-proclaimed background character. Oh boy, that's always a good sign. Accidentally witnessed his popular classmate Ana Yami Noji being rejected by her childhood friend. Since then, Kazuhiko has become involved with several loser heroines, including Ana. What do you mean loser heroines? What does he mean by that? Is this Flyleaf? Well, not Flyleaf. It's not. The artist that did the Tomozaki-kun series and the other anime that sucked. Whatever. The point is, no, I was wrong. They do look. Who's doing the character designs on this? Well, I shouldn't look that up. Who's doing the art for this series? Because the art looks familiar. Oh my God! It's the character designer of Lycoris Recoil. Oh my God! Oh my God! This dude made like my favorite character design of the last couple of years, Chisato Nishikigi. Oh my God, I can't stop thinking about having sex with her. So this is going to be a good show, clearly. That's all I need to know. Yeah, these are fun character designs. Yeah, you know, this guy can cook. This guy knows what he's doing. He does it again, folks. Okay. Okay, I mean they're not losing heroines. What is this dude talking about? What's up with this guy over here? What's going on here? Botochi Borumaru. Okay. Alright, sure. You can have that. Shotaro Kitamura. Kitamura from Bocchi the Rock is directing this, so good to see that. This person's done random stuff. Storyboarding for shit. Basically, so okay, good job. Did a little bit of did also storyboarded Dead Demons DDD Destruction. Interesting. I wonder how that went. I kind of want to see that because I never thought I'd see an Asano Inio manga get adapted into anime. Wait, I saw what was the original creator? Oh, also wait. She did the music for Dead Mount Deathplay. Dead Mount Deathplay. I mean, I know Dead Mount Deathplay was like one of those shows that nobody liked except for me, but that the soundtrack of that anime was absolutely fantastic. So that's good. This is gonna have a good soundtrack. That's what I say. Okay, this guy hasn't done anything else. The original writer of this series hasn't done anything else. Lots of inexperienced people on here. Wow, that's funny that it's A1 Pictures doing this. The studio that did Lycoris Recoil is doing another series that has, you know, something to do with one of the creators of that or something. The character designer of that, at the very least. Maybe that was intentional? I don't know. Or just a really funny coincidence. This is not going to be subtitled. Absolutely fucking not. Thank you, YouTube. That's wait, machine trail. That's not what I did. I type in machine in the search bar? Did I do that? Fuck, folks. No, I didn't. YouTube just did that for me anyway. Thank you. This looks expressive and funny. I'm into it. Let's add that. Plan to watch. All right. You know, I did say earlier in this that this seemed like a bad season, but as we've gotten deeper into the charts, there's been a lot deep into this, so that's cool. And there haven't really been a lot of sequels or anything. Like, this is a very, not like an original heavy season, but definitely a new series heavy season, and it seems like it could be kind of deep. We'd like to see that, actually. This could be a really interesting season. Which is good, because usually summer sucks compared to winter or fall, or, sorry, spring and fall, usually. Hang on, I should... Did you hear that? Alright, Koi wa futoku dewari kirenai. Love is indivisible by twins. Jun Shirasaki and the Jinguji sisters are childhood friends and neighbors. When Jun's first girlfriend, the older sister Ryumi, breaks up with him, she says something that complicates three people's relationships, their first loves, and their romance, question mark. Love Polygon by Studio Roll 2. Definitely a studio that is new because I've never heard of them. Move to the Future. A trailer for something. A trailer for what the fuck is this? It just keeps going. Oh, never mind. Oh, it's a commercial for a transportation company. Okay. Oh. I don't know why they list that stuff on here. No one cares. Whatever. Weirdo completionists, I guess. Yeah, there's nothing else to say about the synopsis. Nobody has read this light novel, ever. So, that's cool. Are there character designs on AniDB? No, of course they're not, because why would they be? I'll just have to look them up here. They look... whatever. Hang on. Okay, this girl has the same face as... Okay, hang on. I'm opening all these so I can get them side to side. Okay, she looks different from everybody. I hate this. This is wrong. If they have the same exact face, something's wrong. This shouldn't happen. That's why I had to do this. I'm like, there's something off about this. I have a bad feeling about this. PV. Oh, wait a minute. I just realized I didn't put 2 and 2 together because clearly I didn't care enough to think about this, but the reason why those two have the same face is because they're twins. Oh. I was making fun of that for nothing. I made myself look really stupid right there. Dang, good thing I never claimed to be a professional about this. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, epic troll. You know, there's a thing with Love Polygon anime that it feels like a lot of them do this, and I don't have any like actual evidence to back this up. I can't even name a specific example of this, but I just feel like there are lots of or at least some Love Polygon anime that are like, oh, I like this guy, but I'm gonna break up with him. Instead, you should date other person, and it's like, no one actually does that. That's just some shit. That's like I know this is a stupid buzzword, but like it actually does apply to this. This is just forced drama. That's the one time I will use the term forced drama and not be like completely full of shit. It's just doesn't. At best, it doesn't seem like something that would be for me, frankly. So no, thank you. Although, okay, I thought I might have recognized a voice actress in there. I do not. So, yeah, just gonna move on from that. Nige Jozu no Wakagimi. Not even an English title for this, but it's a Cloverworks show. Interesting. Elusive Samurai? Yeah, that's what it's called, apparently. Surprised that's not listed. So this has a... Wait, this is a Shonen Jump Weekly, and it has a terrible score. How did that happen? How has it not been canceled yet? Okay. I can't believe this exists in the same manga as the generational masterpiece that is Kagurabachi. Damn. 8-year-old Tokiyuki Hojo, the next successor of the Kamakura shogunate, is a young boy lacking talent in everything besides hide and seek. Okay. What an odd thing to be specifically good at. Yeah, how can Witch Watch have a bad score? It's called Witch Watch. Like, what the fuck? One day, his carefree life is abruptly turned upside down when Takayuji Ashikaga brutally seizes power from the Kamakuras, ending their reign. Rescued by a self-proclaimed prophetic priest, Tokiyuki manages to escape with his life. Now he must evade those trying to kill him while recruiting comrades who can help him restore the Kamakura shogunate to its former glory. Well, good thing he's so good at hide and seek so that he can't, so that nobody can find him. Wow, what a great skill what a great useless skill to be good at for this particular series. You really hit the jackpot in the useless powers category. Set during the Nanboku-cho period of Japanese history, Nige Jozu no Wakagimi is a tale of redemption, documenting the life of the forgotten hero that altered Japan's destiny by running away. Right on. Interesting seeing Cloverworks on a Shonen Jump property. The director of this directed a music video. Cool. Now I get to do this. Love Kome. What? We Love Rice? What? This has a 4.63 score. That's an achievement right there. So is Shonen Jump just punting this? They're like, it's not selling badly enough to be canceled, but it's not selling enough to be worth a good adaptation, so we'll just give it a shit one. I don't know. We'll see, I suppose. Oh, it's this guy again. He's here again. Botochi Boromaru. Cool. Or Botchi. Wait, is that fucking... Oh my god, it's Wep. It's Wep. It's Wep. Wait, what? Wep is on this. They got Rika from Wep. Or no, her name's... Why did I say her name's Rika? Her name's Ai. I'm stupid. What an interesting little thing. Alright, you say Matsui. Wait, it's by the guy who made Ass Class. Oh. Interesting. You know, Ass Class is something that has totally eluded me in my entire life. Like the anime came out when I was starting to really get into anime, but it just didn't really seem like it appealed to me all that much, frankly, so I just kind of ignored it. So I should probably try it, like everything else I've missed out on in my life. Alright, let's see how this goes.
サイは投げられた。
All right. I don't know. It seems fun enough. I'll give it a try. Why not? Why not? What's the worst that can happen? It's not gonna kill me. Madogushi Dahlia wa Utsumukanai. Dahlia in bloom. Into you. After dying of overwork in Japan, Dahlia is reborn into a world filled with magic. Alright, next show. Boku no Suma wa Kanjo ga Nai. My wife has no emotion. I'm down for this. Takuma is a single guy who does nothing but go to work and come home. Too tired to do his chores, he decides to get a robot to cook and keep house. Mina-chan is such a good housekeeper. Takuma jokes that she should become his wife. Mina takes Takuma's jokes seriously, and slowly the two start to do more things together, like having a picnic outside, or having sex outside. You know, like all loving couples do. As time goes by, Takuma starts to fall for Mina, but can a human and a robot have an equal loving relationship? You know, someone did say... what the fuck? What? Sora Tokino is doing the OP for this. It's the first ever Hololive girl. Literally. That's who this is the first ever Hololive VTuber, and she's doing the OP for this. Has she done OPs for other stuff before? No. Well, this? Is this a real show? Kinda, yeah, it is. Okay. She actually has done an OP before. But are these like also wait, what the fuck is this? Okay, actually this was a VTuber anime. Okay, so this is the first non-VTuber anime that she's doing something for. Wow, this really is the season of Hololive taking over anime openings or something. Taking over Annie song. Anyway, I was trying to make a joke. There was an article posted in like 2014 or something saying that in 10 years humans are going to be able to have sex with robots, and everybody's like 2024, this is the year we're gonna be there. So I guess that's what this show is. Wow, is this his wife? Amazing, she looks beautiful. Mina. I like that she's a robot actually. I like that she's not just like, you know, just human and they just say she's a robot, but it's like, no, this is a robot, a steel metal robot with, you know, a mechanical robot, not a very human looking one. So that's funny. That's hilarious. Is this an old manga? It is by Tezuka Productions. Oh no, it started in 2019. Okay. Sometimes I see Tezuka Productions and I'm like, oh, is this an old property? Not necessarily by Tezuka, because I'd probably know about that, but it's funny how like Tezuka Productions has no meaning anymore. The name Tezuka does not mean anything in this studio's name.
おはようございます。今日の朝食は
Yeah.
焼き鮭、しじみの味噌汁、ほうれん
I mean, it seemed okay, but it didn't seem like great enough where I really want to watch this entire show. So I'll say no thanks, but it's probably fine enough. So yeah. All right, Ore wa Subite will parry. I parry everything. Thank you for the apt title. Thank God. That's a great title right there. I parry everything. We can just like remove all this shit right here. Is this Lily from Spy Classroom? The fuck? That was okay. She looked totally different in this thumbnail. She just gave me Lily Spy Classroom vibes. Oh wow, a Zach credit. It's been a long time since I've seen Zach on something. Cool. Not like an actual Zach song though, just doing lyrics. Good for her. Okay. The Kingdom of Clays faces a dire crisis. An assassination attempt has just been made on its own Princess Lindenberg, and its neighboring countries eye the aftermath like starving vultures, plotting the kingdom's downfall. The ensuing conflict will shape the fate of the continent for centuries to come, but Noor doesn't have a clue about any of that. Having freshly arrived at the royal capital after over a decade of rigorous, isolated training at his mountain home, he's dead set on achieving his childhood dream of becoming an adventurer, even if the only skills he possesses are useless ones. Sure, he can parry thousands of swords in the span of a single breath, but everybody knows you'll need more than that if you want to be an adventurer. Why? He can parry everything. What's the big deal? What else does he need to do? He can take care of himself. He can parry everything. He will never ever face danger because he can parry everything. Seems valid. Our hero's road to making his dream come true will be long, questionable, and arduous question mark. But if there's one thing Noor is not afraid of, it's some good old-fashioned hard work. Cool. Good for him. Oh yeah, I saw that picture. It was terrible. AnyDB. Yeah, thank God. AnyDB, finally. Coming in clutch here. You know, I would like this character design if her hair wasn't so stupidly long. I actually like the outfit. It reminds me of the girl from the executioner and her way of life. That chick was really hot, and she had really good hair, but she had like the same outfit. Everyone else is just like, whatever. Okay, yeah, cool. That's whatever. I was about to make a joke. I don't need to. They do this. Okay, so I was about to say this guy reminds me a little bit of like. He reminds me a little bit of Lancer from Fate Zero, and and then I kind of dropped it because I'm like, who cares? I'm not gonna die on this hill or anything. But then this guy looks like Iskandar from Fate Zero, so that's funny. I mean, everything comes around to fate eventually. I'll probably look up like the original artist for this, and it's probably someone who does a lot of Fate Go art. Kawaguchi, Kenny Kawaguchi from the Backyard Sports series. Character designer, illustrator, Arknights. Arknights is close enough, frankly. Might as well be Fate Go at that point. Fate Go, Arknights, it's all the same to me. Whatever. Shows, it's probably fine for an isekai. Why is OLM doing this? OLM, stop fucking around and doing stupid shows. Go back to doing good shows, please. Go make more Dark Gathering. It's probably fine for, isekai with some weird, quirky hook where the MC does particular thing, but I'm just over this type of show. No, thank you. Tasogare out focus. Twilight out of focus. Oh wow, Studio Dean again. It looks like Boys Love. It is. It is tagged Boys Love. Cool. In front of a camera, roommates Mao Tsuchiya and Hisashi Otomo make 3 promises. Mao must not tell anyone Hisashi is gay and in a relationship with another man. Hisashi must never fall in love or make any advances on Mao. And one must not disturb the other's personal time. Oh boy, what does that mean? Thus begins their 2nd year of cohabitation. However, everything starts to crumble when the film club, of which Mao is a member, wants to cast Hisashi in the lead role for their upcoming movie. The problem arises with the movie's plot, as it's about a boy's love, a romance between a delinquent and the class president. Mao is adamant to dissuade Hisashi from becoming the protagonist due to their first promise, but to his surprise, Hisashi is easily convinced by the director. After imagining Hisashi as the delinquent he is playing, Mao becomes overly conscious of his presence. He knows Hisashi is just a friend and out of reach, but Mao cannot keep lying to himself anymore. His feelings toward his roommate may no longer be purely platonic. When did Studio Dean just become the gay guy show studio? When did that happen? Has that always been a thing? They did Sasamiya. Did they do Given? Wait, I actually forgot who did Given. No, they didn't do Given. Who did Given? I thought I remember them doing Given. Oh, that was Lurch. What the fuck has Lurch been up to these days? I feel like I haven't heard from them in a billion years. Doing Classroom of the Elite. Disgusting. I also didn't know there was a second Given movie. Okay. Weird seeing Lurch kind of inactive, though. Wonder what's going on over there. Anyway, so I guess never mind. They just did Sasamiya. They did 2 gay shows. Hooray. Wait, didn't they do Super Lovers all the way back in 2016? How hilarious. What's going on? What's this? This dude directed Teppen. I didn't like Teppen. Teppen was weird. And this guy directed Super Lovers. Congrats, buddy. Good job. You did it. Well, he was the assistant director, but, it's close enough. It actually doesn't seem like bad of a show. It's probably going to be a slow-moving drama, and that's the kind of stuff that I definitely don't like. It doesn't seem like it's going to be humorous at all, so it doesn't seem like it's going to be my thing. I never like slow-moving dramas like this. There's probably going to be an audience for that is really passionate about it, though, so good for them. Delico's Nursery. Dali Delico is an aristocrat from the prestigious Delico family and an elite member of the Blood Pact Council who has a promising future. He is ordered to carry out a certain mission by the Blood Pact Council, the highest governing body of vampires. But Dali flatly refuses. When Gerhard, Dino, and Henrique, who are frustrated fellow members of the Diet, go to try and persuade Dali, they find Dali cradling a young child himself. Meanwhile, a mysterious series of murders targeting vampires occurs in the streets. There seems to be some kind of past connection between Dali and the antisocial organization Pendulum, which is believed to be the mastermind. I just love all these names they're throwing out. It's like, yeah, I've heard of Pendulum before, sure. Yeah, well, they opened for Linkin Park when I saw them live in 2010. With all our blood and pride, let's show what we can achieve, both duty and child rearing. A tale of noblesse obliged child care struggles by vampire aristocrats. That was a combination of words right there. Someone felt real proud of themselves for that. They patted themselves on the back for putting that sentence together. Let's read that again. A tale of noblesse obliged childcare struggles by vampire aristocrats. Damn. Will it be possible to balance the splendid gothic world with the careless child rearing that takes pride in? This is what Unlucky Morpheus should be doing the OP for, instead of that other stupid show. Let's see. Please tell me the character designs go hard. You have to have like good character designs if you're a vampire show. Oh, look at this dude. Look at this dude, the kid. He looks funny. What does this dude remind me? He reminds me of something. Ooh, hot lady. Oh, this is good. Wait, this might be good. This might be a good show. Me thinks this might be a good show. It's JC Staff, and you know, JC Staff used to have this reputation for me. Maybe I don't know if they stopped or it's just been a while, or maybe I haven't really been paying attention because I haven't been able to watch a lot of seasonals in the last like 5 years. Hang on. Let me readjust this. I'll keep talking. But in like from like 2018 to like 2020 or so, JC Staff was this studio that was known for having really like they would have really high profile shows that they would fuck up on colossally. Like the stuff they like Shokugeki was in the toilet quality wise. They did the Rail Deck series, but it's like that also seemed to be decaying in quality as time went on. What else? Because at this point I have to like actually look at the chart and remember what they were actually up to. They did One Punch Man season 2, which everybody hated and shit on. Like, anytime they would have like a big high profile show that people actually knew about, the quality would just be completely lost. It would be gone. It would be in the toilet. But they would have lots of like weird niche shows that nobody would watch that actually would be of really good quality. Last period. Okay, the score says 6.36. Ignore this. Ignore everybody who's not me. Just read I'm not the top reviewer anymore. Fuck you, Furkle. I say fuck you, Furkle, because that's my friend right there. Just read my review. I'm the only person who's right about this show. This was a good show. This was a really, really good show. What else did they fucking do? They did Planet With. I didn't really give much of a shit about that. But they did like Psyche K. No one watched that, but it was great. Machikado Mazoku. Admittedly, people like heard of that later on, but like going into that season, nobody had heard of it. And the quality, I mean, I didn't like it personally, but the quality was there. What else did they do? I thought they had like more kind of niche stuff that, you know, nobody watched. High Score Girl. Did I mention that? Whatever. They were weird. Their big popular shows would bomb, but their under the radar stuff would look weirdly great for some reason. And I'm wondering if that's happening again right here. Like, this is so far down in the chart. This is so deeply buried here that like nobody's paying attention to it, and it looks like it might be actually kind of good. Their director this is actually the guy who did Index and stuff, so that's cool. What else did I want to look up? Okay. So the guy who is, wait, what? Trump story, like, okay, doesn't have anything to do with Donald Trump. I was just wondering. I was just curious. Wait, hang on. This is the source is listed as other. That's odd. What does that mean? Delayed from July to August due to production. What? When does it starts on August 8th? What? Okay, well, never mind. Maybe this isn't going to be good. What is this, like, an I guess it's not an adaptation, but it's not quite original either. If it was like, if it would be, like maybe it'll be a gacha game. The fuck? Really? Okay, that does not. Wait. That Trump thing actually has something to do with this, I think. I don't know. There's something I'm missing here. There's something I'm not entirely sure of. Where's the announcement of this? It's a stage play. That's what it is. Okay. Okay, that's why. So, because I was thinking, like, if it was original, it would just say it's original. If it was something that would eventually be turned into a gacha game, it would be listed as mixed media or something like that. So the fact that the source was just listed as other was really weird. But that's what's going on. But it seems like the person who created the stage play is also in charge of writing the anime version of it. So that's cool, I suppose. That's promising. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, cool. Thank you, Crunchyroll.
任務と育児の両立か
I don't know. I'm kind of wondering, like, where is it going? Like, what's the actual like hook of? Well, I mean, I kind of see the hook, but like, where does the story go beyond like the concept? I'm not entirely sure. I you know what? It pikes my interest a little bit, but I think I'm just gonna pass on this, especially because it's not even going to be out by the time we do first impressions for the podcast, and then by the time it does come out, I'm gonna have completely forgotten about it, essentially. So, whatever. All right, we are a little bit close to being done here, thank God. Bye bye Earth. In a world of anthropomorphic animals, Belle LeBlanc was born as the only human being, having no fangs, fur, or scales, as she was called. Faceless, and she lived a lonely life with no one else she could identify with. I want to be a part of the world. With such longing in her heart, she decides to set out on a journey to find her roots, carrying the Runding, a great sword as tall as she is. She doesn't know how many adversities wait her along the way. Cool. It is a light novel. What in the fuck is this cover? What is this? Hang on, no, I need to like get a full image of this, because I have questions that need answers. Bye bye Earth. Can I get like a larger image of this? Here we go. I really want a bigger picture of this. Just, I guess this is the best I can do. I guess that's the best we got. That is odd. That is very odd. Alright. Wow, this doesn't even have it. Wait, that's the. Okay, that's why. Never mind. Of course. Why did I expect any different? Oh my god, it's iFiruz voicing the main character. Once again, iFiruz and some. Wait a minute, they got Sawashiro, they got Sudaken, they got Saori. Hello, why? Okay, here, okay. A show once again, a show I had absolutely like no expectations of whatsoever, having the most stacked voice cast. So maybe I should take this a little more seriously. All right, trailer time. Where is it? Directed by the guy who, of Killing Bites. Well, there's that Killing Bites. That's a good show, as everyone remembers. The one with the sharpest fangs wins, Killing Bites, but also the Seven Deadly Sins movie. That's not something I think you should put. I think that would like scare people away more than it would actually encourage people to watch this. And also, Izetta the Last Witch, you know, not really known for having the strongest story. there, so I don't know. That's what she kept saying. She wants to be a part of our world. Kevin Penkin's doing the music on this. There are some people that I recognize on this. Wait, hang on. It said original anime by. What? Okay, so it's a light novel that only lasted. There was only 4 volumes and 12 chapters. That's interesting. So this will be a complete series, I assume. Odd. Like the trailer though, it said like original anime by, you know, wow original anime. I don't know if maybe they got the. I don't know. Maybe they're using the term original like the way Netflix uses the term original anime. Do I give it a try? If I hear about it, maybe later. Alright, Isekai Yurui Kiko, blah, blah, blah. A journey through another world, raising kids while adventuring. Yeah, you know, how about instead of Elena, this bitch here, how about we get Elena Wandering Witch, The Journey of Elena? How about that instead of whatever this is? I don't want to watch that. I don't need to know more about that. Elf-san wa Yasuren Rabanai. Plus-sized elf. Alright, well, I can already tell that. I know there's someone who's going to be into this. More like, I'm going to ban you if you ever say that ever again. I'm going to trace your IP address and actually mail you anthrax. Naoe-kun, a massage therapist, is about to head home for the day when he's saddled with a rather strange patient. The lovely lady has emerald eyes, pointy ears, and grew up in the forest. Everything about her screams elf, except for one thing, her bodacious body. It turns out she left her world but loves junk food in this one and is now obsessed, and now her obsession has caught up with her. Can Naoe-kun help this lovable elf girl lose the weight and keep it off? Or maybe someone's into that and she'll keep the weight on because we don't need to body shame people. Like, gosh, you know what? Maybe we should have more plus size anime characters. Like, it's not like I'm into it, but I know some people who would be into this. An elf who traveled to our world in order to eat French fries but became too heavy to get back. I mean, French fries are pretty freaking goated, so that's understandable. I get that. I thought this person's name was Donda. That was a jump scare right there. we finally got Donda 2. These are some funny looking character designs, which is good because I assume this show is meant to be funny. I don't particularly like them, but you know, they are funny. Isekai you haven't seen, and then the cover of it is Eminence in Shadow. Has anybody heard of this obscure anime? Where can I watch that? Can't find it. There was a girl who had like just an entire hole in her pants, and it was just hilarious looking. And I don't know why it was like that. Here we go. What a great character design. Like, the animation in this kind of sucks, but I also feel like it's almost like playing into that a little bit. Like, I don't know. Is it fair to say it's kind of janky on purpose, or like it serves a purpose being janky like this? I love the stupid boob jiggle in that. It's so dumb. it's so dumb. Like, this show's obviously just trashy, but in a way that feels unapologetic. And like I said, there will definitely be some people who are absolutely into this. If I was still regularly lurking on 4chan, I would see this show fucking everywhere. I know it's going to be popping off over there. I'm not into this. I'm not interested, but it's got an audience. People will love this show. Some people will love this show. VTuber blah blah blah. VTuber legend. How I went viral after forgetting to turn off my stream. that happens to everybody. 20-year-old former wage slave Yuki Tanaka now works among her idols, the streamers of Live On, one of Japan's top VTuber companies. As the gorgeous, polite Awayuki Kokorone. Oh. You think you're clever, huh? You think you're clever because you snuck Korone into someone's name. She delivers only the most ladylike content. However, her subscriber count and savings are at rock bottom. One evening after Yuki thinks she's ended her stream, she cracks a few cold ones and more than a few crude jokes while watching Live On's video archives. But her viewers hear it all, and the clips of her bawdy, drunken commentary go viral overnight. Yuki thinks her career is over until her manager reveals that everyone at Live On has been waiting for her to snap all along and gives her free reign to drink on stream. Now, free of all feigned purity, she jumps right into her new rowdy drunk character and is welcomed into the fold by her fellow Live On VTubers, who turn out to be just as crazy as she is. With her views and finances skyrocketing, Yuki's work, for the first time in her life, is actually fun. This is just how HoloLive happened. Like, HoloLive started as, like the goal of HoloLive is that they wanted to have idols, you know, it's like regular idols as we all understand them, but just in like online anime form, right? But then they started to make crude jokes and play stupid games, and then that whole thing got derailed, and now that's just what it's all about, because that's what people actually like. That's just what this is. They just took the career path of the entire HoloLive brand and just turned it into an anime. She looks like an AI-generated character, I'm not gonna lie. Why are their faces... Why is it all so closely zoomed in? God damn it. Fuck. Can't actually see the character designs in this. Why isn't Mori Calliope doing the OP for this one? That's a big question right there. Alright, two things. Number one, why would I watch this when I could literally just watch a VTuber stream? That's just what this is. Literally just watch a VTuber normally, and then you're getting the same experience of watching this. Number two, the OP or whatever song starts playing in here, where was it? Worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life, so no thank you. That was like Umaru-chan levels of stupid meme shit annoying OP. Mob Karahajimaru Tansaku Eiyutan. Nobody's way up to an exploration hero level. Meet Kaito Takagi, your typical high schooler with a low profile. He spends his days exploring dungeons in Japan, hunting for slimes and extra cash on the outside. He quietly embarrasses his childhood friend, the popular girl in class. One day, a rare golden slime shows up, and after Kaito defeats it, he finds a super valuable item, a card that can summon a mythical being. He decides to use it and summons a stunning warrior maiden. Now Kaito has a chance to rise above his ordinary explorer life. Get ready for a modern fantasy story filled with battles. How about I do none of that? Oh, it's got a main ED. I fucking hate main, dude. This is like my least favorite singer. I will say I don't hate this character design. I kind of like her. Why is Kanahana on here? Why is Kanahana in this anime? Why is Kanahana not doing better things right now? You're not going to trick me by bringing Hanakana into this. Leave her. You should leave her out of it. Don't bring her into this, dude. It's the director of Seiren. He can go to hell for that. If you had anything to do with the anime Seiren, go to hell. I'm not watching that. Kono Sakai Wafuka Zensugiru. Quality assurance in another world. Can we... Okay. How about we just don't? Shy second season. I... saw the first episode of the first season whenever it came out. Is this a split core? Like, did I? No, because I didn't see anything in winter. LOL. But whenever this came out, I saw the first episode of it, and it was all right story-wise, but it's by my least favorite director in all of anime. Oh my god! Wait, Passcode is doing the wait, another one. Wait, Passcode is doing this. Has Passcode been in anime before? Okay, sorta. They were on a Chinese anime. That was a To Be Hero sequel? I forgot this happened. Wow, that's crazy. Passcode is another. Okay, admittedly, I'm not as familiar with Passcode as I am with like Hanabi and Unlucky Morpheus, but that is another band that I am aware of that I did not know had an anime song at all, and to an extent, I would kind of say they didn't. That's hilarious. Okay. That caught me off guard right there. This is such a great season for any song for me. I'm living. Anyway, this is my least favorite director in anime. I fucking hate this guy's style. I just hate the way he does things. I hated the directing in Hanako-kun, Astro Lost in Space. It was fine in Scum's Wish and Girl. It was fine in the past. It was fine in Scum's Wish and School Life, but it's like he's gotten considerably worse every time. And every time I see this dude, he just does these stupid like little panels that he adds onto the screen that usually like they're supposed to like provide a different perspective in the middle of the scene, but they're usually just like bad and distracting and pointless. It's like trying to be artistic but not actually adding anything to the scene, and it's just total hack fraud directing. I hated it. But story-wise, it seemed like an alright series, so cool that it's getting another season, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Windbreaker, Season 2 just got announced. Hooray! I care. Plus, I asked. Shinmai Osan Bokunsha. Okay. The Osan newbie adventurer, trained to death by the most powerful party, became invincible. It's common knowledge that it is best to become an adventurer when you are as young as possible, because the magical power that is the base of an adventurer's strength will hardly grow if you don't train it while you are young. But this man, Rick Gladiator. Okay, I'm done. His name's Rick Gladiator. I'm done. I don't need to know anything more. Nare, cheer for you. PA Works is doing this. This is not the first time I've seen PA Works do a show where the poster has characters standing on a slope. And I'm not talking about Kids on the Slope because they didn't do that. I'm talking about Irizuku. This was the show with that character designer that I called Flyleaf. Like way earlier. Whoever that was. What was their name? It was just Fly. I thought it was Fly something. Whatever. This artist sucks. I don't like their style. Okay, they don't suck. I'm sorry. I just don't like their style. That was mean. Sorry for being mean to Flyleaf. Okay. Yeah, that was just a random thing. Key visuals with characters standing on a concrete slope is like a trope that I have made up that exists now. The feeling of wanting to cheer someone on, where does it come from? 6 high school girls with diverse hobbies, skills, and personalities, each carrying their own worries. They run, shout, collide, daydream. Wow, I can't believe these 6 characters have their own personalities. What will they think of next? When the pure desire to support aligns, their cheers resonate in the hearts of those involved. The support of these 6 high school girls from Gunma might just change the world a little bit? Question mark? I don't know, will it? It's an original show, directed by a guy who has done Bang Dream stuff. Oh, is this going to be an idol show or something? I do see Pom Poms doing the OP and ED, so yeah, I feel like this is going to be some kind of idol music type of anime, which means that I am not going to like it at all. Hang on, let's see the Happy Sugar Life mentioned. Someone who basically hasn't done any voice work whatsoever. Yeah, these are all... Yeah, so she's in Bang Dream. She's not. She's a complete newbie. That's usually what also happens with idol anime like Bang Dream. This is actually an established actress who I've never heard of before. But she did Miku in Quintuplets. That's why I haven't heard of her, because I didn't like Quintuplets and I dropped it. But she also did Kokoro in Princess Connect, which is someone I have heard of a little bit. Okay, there are some actresses I've heard of. Yu Serizawa, Azusa Tadokoro. So it's not all like, unknowns and rookies or idols or whatever, but I do feel like that's probably what this is going to be.
私は応援がしたい。たった一人でも応援して。
応援探すって何？
Okay, so I was off base. It's definitely not an idol show. I forgot that PA Works will sometimes do, like sometimes their anime will have songs like OPs or EDs credited to, like, fictional groups that exist within the anime. Like they did that with Shirobako, and that's just what they're doing here. So it's not an. I mean, I knew it was going to be about cheerleaders, obviously, but I thought it was going to be like cheerleading idols. I thought it was going to lead to idols in some kind of way. I remember these guys did Uma Musume, or these guys do Uma Musume, and that's just horse racing, but with idols. Or whatever. Anyway, that's not what this is. It doesn't even look like it's musically based whatsoever. It actually really does just seem like a cheerleading anime. I don't know what the story of it will be like, but I will say it's PA Works, who always do a good job production-wise. They always have really nice polished productions. This one in particular has some very elaborate and dynamic color design. And in some of the scenes in this trailer, I'm just kind of like, what are you guys doing? like that right there, that cut was exactly what I'm just like the background here, and this might be a little much, but also in general, sometimes it does kind of work, and it's like, ooh, this is kind of cool. It's odd. It like changes every scene. The color design of this freaking show. It's like the characters are the same tint as the environment they're in. Very interesting choice stylistically, but it also does have some really nice fluid animation with some complex full body animations, which is kind of an interesting thing with I think the only precedent we have with like cheerleading anime, the only one I can think of off the top of my head is Cheerdanchi, which was about men's cheerleading, interestingly enough. And that had exactly one good episode. The first episode of that was very, very good and had some terrific animation with their routines and stuff like that. It seems like this anime might like actually complete that premise. Cheerdanchi fell off immediately. This one might actually be able to do it. I don't know. There was like a particular. There was some cuts here. Oh, here we go. Yeah, like that was cool. I'm gonna plan to watch this. This one could be good. I mean, I also don't love like PA Works is a studio that frustrates me because they always make such great looking anime, but then the script is just nowhere to be found, and it's just flat and boring and bland and so forgettable. So it's like the polished production is wasted on it. Yeah, not entirely sure. The director is also it's the director of Bang Dream generally, and it's also the guy who's but also the director of this is like the writer for it as well, which is interesting. You don't see that a whole lot in anime, and I'm just wondering how that's going to go. It also has 2 different script writers beyond that. Yeah, I don't know, but there is definitely potential here. I'll try it. I'll give it a whirl. Dungeon People. Dungeon no Naka no Hito. An unexplored dungeon filled with monsters and traps. An expert thief searching for her lost father. When Clay delves into the dungeon deeper than any adventurer has ever gone, she is offered a job by the dungeon's caretaker. Now, instead of exploring, Clay must learn how to interview new monsters, set traps, and position slimes around the dungeon. Will this new career path bring her any closer to finding her father? Probably not, honestly. Tri-Sail is on here. It's been a minute since I've heard a Tri-Sail opening. This is not a band I've ever gone out of my way to listen to, but every time I hear them in an anime, I'm like, that was a good song. That was a nice little banger right there. They did the only thing I will accept from Eromanga Sensei, which is that ED. That ED is super good. This guy has done some Odd Taxi stuff. Well, good for him. Interesting. This is a web manga. Oh, and it's an OLM series. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. If we have some actual Odd Taxi staff on here, this might be banging. It's just a completely unknown web manga, but well, maybe this will be good. Watch only on HIDIVE. Remember when we were sponsored by HIDIVE? That was pretty fun. I don't know. There's something that seems kind of funny about it, but there was also like not a whole lot to take away from it. That's kind of a thing. I'm kind of neutral on it. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it won't. Really have no idea. What is this? They did this. Maho Shoujo not to what? I've had enough of being a magical girl. Never heard of this. Even though it's in a year and a season I remember vividly. Weird. I don't know. Hi, Chungus Cat. Meow. What do you want, Chungus Cat? You just want attention? Is that what you want, Chungus Cat? Chungus Cat. Oh, it's a big Chungus Cat. Oh. Meow. He's just like this. He's just funny. He's a funny looking Chungus Cat. Yeah. Bum 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 bum. Can I react to the Suicide Squad ED live on stream? No, because I've already seen it. So there's not really much of a point. I mean, it's honestly not that big of a deal to me. Like I even mentioned it when I was talking about the show. I just said that Callie just breathes into the mic way too much, and it's kind of annoying. The animation was cool, but yeah, that's about it. Mayonaka Punch. Why does this feel like a thing that's been out for a long time? Maybe I'm thinking of Punchline or something. A comedy about two NewTubers who are active on YouTube, the world's largest video posting site. Great. Finally, an anime about YouTubers. What will they think of next? Ow. Ow. Jesus. Hey, iFiruz. Another random ass show with iFiruz on it for some reason. Why does my goat keep doing pointless things? Please go back to having good roles or something. Her name's Live. Wow, finally, Hollow Live. I like her character design, actually. This is banging. Wait, this is a good show. Production complete. It's another PA Works show. How does PA Works find the time to do all this stuff? I don't think Kyra Fires is in everything. She's just in a couple of shows per season or so. Alright, what is this? Holy shit! This animation, bro! I immediately paused that because this is unreal. Okay, that was like the coolest cut I've ever seen. That was sick. That 360 camera turn, no, not 360, but whatever. That camera turn with the phone, that was awesome. Oh my goodness, this looks amazing. You know what? I don't need to know anything. This is an awesome character design right here. Fantastic animation. Why not? PA Works, you might be onto something this season. Is this a season of PA Works where they go off and they finally redeem themselves for me? All right, Sengoku Yoko, second season. I thought this was going to be a continuous show. I thought, okay, whatever. So it's Sengoku Yoko. This is an adaptation by Mizukami, sorry, the person who made Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer and Spirit Circle, which are things everybody loves. Except Lucifer and the Biscuit Hammer had like the worst adaptation ever, so that sucks. That's unfortunate. Spirit Circle has yet to be adapted, but it seems like for whatever reason, anime people are just like, hey, let's just adapt all this person's stuff, and we'll eventually get to Spirit Circle. So it'll happen someday. Yeah. So this is one of their manga. It's getting a full adaptation. Like it was announced a while ago that it would get a full 3 core adaptation. So this is part 2 of that. How did the first part do? Not particularly well. That seems to be the story of this person's career. Their works get adapted into anime and they don't go very well for some reason. Thanks, White Fox. You did it. Remember White Fox, guys? Remember when White Fox was a reputable studio that people liked? Well, it's easy to be better than Biscuit Hammer. That's not a very high bar to set, unfortunately. Oh my god, it's another PA Works show. What are they doing? How many people do they have working over there? PA, stop. You have too many works. Tensui no Sakuna Hime. I don't know what other stuff came out in winter. I'm oblivious to everything that came out that season. Spoiled harvest goddess Sakuna finds herself banished from her opulent celestial home to an island overrun with demons. In the untamed wilderness, she must rediscover her birthright as the daughter of a warrior god and harvest goddess by weathering the elements, fighting monsters and cultivating rice, the source of her power. By her side in this forbidding place is her guardian Tama and a group of outcast humans. Together, these unlikely companions must join hands to tame both the soil and the demons of the Hinoe Island. It's a game adaptation. Well, that's not good. What's with this cat? Where'd this big cat come from? Why is this cat so large? Cats aren't supposed to be this big. He doesn't do anything. How did he get this big? Boom, 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 boom. 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 He doesn't even care. Alright, what is this gremlin? Wow. Okay. Who's this? Why are they babies? I'm uncomfortable. This guy definitely looks like some kind of video game goon. I don't know how else to explain that. Oh my god, it's Koga Aoi. Remember when Koga Aoi was an actress people liked? She did Kaguya, guys. You know what? I think I'm good. Ah, back claws got me. Hind claws got me, Reggie. Watch those claws. Watch those claws, you chungish. I'm good. You can keep that one. PA Works. I'll just take your other two shows. Tasuketsu, Fate of the Majority. The story follows a group of 5 in a world where people have suddenly disappeared. A mysterious self-proclaimed emperor gathers 5 people together through anonymous messages and have them participate in the game. Participants answer the question, do you want to live or die? The game only has one rule. Majority dies. It's a Juni Tyson. Cool. I'm going to watch this. It's going to be good. Is this the actual picture of this character, of this supposed character? A little bit confused there. This started in 2013, wow, and it's still going to this day. There's an OVA for it. Judgment ass sizes? What does that mean? What did they mean by that? Wait, it's directed by Rabbit Machine. What the fuck? Rabbit Machine is a guy who does really weird looking music videos. He actually did the music video for My War. The Attack on Titan opening, the really weird one that goes. But their best one is Rue's Suicide Show on a live stream, which is another Shinsei Kamate-chan song. You know, the band that did that. OP. Yeah, that's the best Attack on Titan opening, like, by far. Yeah, like this guy does music videos, and for some reason he did, I guess, an OVA for some web manga? That's odd. Are they going to have anything to do with this anime? It doesn't look like it. Oh, it's the director of Helk, if that's worth anything. I didn't get to see Helk. I don't know, but I always love my death games, so this could be good. Well, we're not watching any trailers for that. I'll pass because it looks like I already have enough to watch this season. So I don't know, but maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be fun. Rip my Japanese animes. Yeah. Okay, well, Kini Kuman, Perfect Origin Arc. New Kini Kuman anime project to commemorate the anime's 40th anniversary. That's impressive. I've never heard of this. What is Kini Kuman? I don't know, but clearly it's been going on for a long time, so good for them. Cool. I think we're done. Okay, we're done. We're done. We're just at like the random parts of the season where it's like this is like, you know, franchises that maybe existed forever, or like kid stuff or shorts. Meet Tamako, who found her way into an interview at a ramen shop run solely by cats. Nice. Awesome. Her job description isn't quite what she expects. Rather than serving ramen, she's now a dedicated cat caretaker. Hell yeah. What a life. Grendizier U or something. This is some mecha thing, I think, for kids. Zero Saji, Start Dash, Monogatari, whatever. What happened? Where's the Monogatari series? That's my question. Okay, here it is. Yeah, okay, so Monogatari series is back, y'all. The Monogatari series is back. This is crazy. I'm surprised it's an ONA. What is Monogatari too cool for TV now? Weird. Oh my god, I fucking forgot. This is where YOASOBI went. God fucking damn it. They're on Monogatari for some. Was Claris booked or something? Like, come on. So Monogatari's had a very Monogatari is kind of in an unprecedented place right now, where we used to get a Monogatari series every year for like 10 years. Like Bakemonogatari was like 2009, and then Nisei was 2011. Then there was Neko Monogatari, which I think came out in 2012, but it was like New Year's Eve, so you could, you know, not count that, I guess. But then there was Monogatari's second season, which was 26 episodes in 2013, so it kind of made up for that. 2014, we had Hana Monogatari and Tsuki Monogatari, which were like, I believe 5 episodes each. 2015, we had Owari Monogatari, which was 12 episodes, a full season of that. Koyomi Monogatari was early 2016, which was 12 episodes, but they were half length. And also there was the Kizu Monogatari trilogy of movies in 2016. 2017 was Owari Monogatari's second season. 2018 was Zoku Owari Monogatari, not to be confused with Owari Monogatari's second season. Different. They are different. And that was it. And like Zoku Owari Monogatari, for all intents and purposes, was supposed to be the end of Monogatari as we know it. Like, that's what Owari means. It means final. It means ending, basically. But Nisio Isin just can't help himself. He continued writing beyond that. So we knew that there was more content beyond Owari Monogatari, but nobody really knew what the actual fate of the franchise was going to be beyond what Shaft was adapting in Owari Monogatari. It still felt like there was some finality with that. So it has been 6 years since the last Monogatari installment, after we had gotten this basically yearly for like a full decade. Like, for context, this is kind of how funny this is for me. Kizu Monogatari, I want to say, was announced very shortly after they did Bakemonogatari, because it's technically it's the first novels in the series. It predates Bakemonogatari. So after they did Bake, and obviously that took off, Shaft is like, oh, fuck yeah, we're gonna make more of this series. And they announced that pretty early on. I want to say they announced that in like 2010 or so. And then it came out in 2016. It was like the Kingdom Hearts 3 of anime, where they continue to make more. They continue to make more installments of this franchise, but kind of like with Kingdom Hearts, they kept making games that weren't Kingdom Hearts 3, and everyone's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why won't you just do the normal one? Why are you doing all these other, like, why are you doing everything but the one you said you were gonna do? So that's what Monogatari series was like. So, assuming that was like a 6-year gap between Kizumonogatari getting announced and then finally actually coming out, that's how long it's been since we've had any Monogatari content whatsoever in anime form. So, finally, after all this time, the Shaft has awoken from the dead, and they said, yes, we will get back to adapting Monogatari. We will adapt Monster Season and Off Season, which are the novels that have been going on since Owari Monogatari. I don't know if there's anything beyond that. It wouldn't surprise me because Nisio Uesuin, again, is just a madman who, just can't help himself. He writes for the sake of it, really. I'm not entirely sure how much this will add to the Monogatari series in general. For context, I haven't actually seen Owari Monogatari. I've only seen the series up through Suki Monogatari. I have a weird, complicated history with this series that we don't really need to get into right now because it's not important. But I haven't actually seen Owari Monogatari. I've seen the first. I saw the first half of the first season of Owari Monogatari, but I need to go back and refresh myself on that. So I still want to believe that the main story of this franchise is over, but Nisio Uesuin will continue writing. Nisei Monogatari, for all intents and purposes, wasn't really meant to be a thing. That's just some stuff that he wrote for fun, basically, and they adapted it anyway. It doesn't really add anything to the franchise aside from introducing Karin and Tsukihi, who even then are very minor and trivial in the grand scheme of things. But it does introduce Kaiki, who is the best character in the whole franchise. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure how important Off Season and Monster Season are going to be compared to other Monogatari series or seasons, but it's still nice that they exist. I'm sure they will still be fun at the very least. I'm sure it will be nice to just get this series back. It's just a little bit unfortunate that Shaft has really kind of gone to shit over the last few months, or not the last, technically over the last few months, but also the last few years, frankly. And there have been recent allegations about them that are disturbing, to say the least. So, isn't anime just wonderful and magical? And oh boy, I love it so much. What a great medium, but yeah, we're all doing our best here. So yeah, Kimi no Todoke. There's a third season of Kimi no Todoke. How long has this been going on? Wait, when the fuck was this going on? This is a weird thing. I know nothing about this. Wow, so a 12-year gap between seasons of Kimi. Wow, amazing. Okay, cool. Good for everybody who's into that. Kengan Ashura is getting a new thing. Are we getting a new Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas OP? No, it's Bandmade. All right, whatever. And then My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia is ending. Whoa. My Hero Academia invented posters. I've had that since I want to say 2016. I got it pretty soon after the first season came out. And I've never framed that until today. I just hung that up today in celebration of the manga ending. I had that poster for all this time just to not use it until it ended. Yeah, I'm so nice and considerate. All right, but that's it. That is the seasonal chart. That is everything that's coming out. So to recap, things I've got on my plan to watch, I'll might as well add Oshinoko. I mean, I need to see the first season still, but I doubt I will hate the first season so much that I will choose not to watch the second season. So we've got Oshinoko, Tower of God. Let's get the all right. We've got Oshinoko, Tower of God, the Russian girl show, the Shika Noko 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 Koshi Tantan meme song deer dance thing. The Osamu Dazai isekai for some reason, Atri, the Hyoka writer thing, the cross-dressing senpai show or whatever, the one with what was this one again? I already have to refresh myself on what these are. Yeah, okay, this was the magical girl and lieutenant thing. the Heroine show with the Lycra's Recoil character designs, and then Elusive Samurai, the cheerleading anime by PA Works, and Mayonaka Punch, the one about funny YouTubers or something. That's actually not as much as I thought. I thought I had more on my plan to watch. That's 13. I mean, that's not a terrible amount for what it's worth. And there were several that I kind of looked at as saying, and I thought, yeah, maybe I'll end up picking this one up. Who knows? Maybe I'll end up really liking Isekai Suicide Squad. But yeah, other than that, I like I said, as we were going through this, there are lots of shows deep into the chart. This is an interesting series where it is not very top heavy. Like, there are 2 big sequels in this entire season. For context, Spring had, like, I don't know, freaking 10. Konosuba, Yaiba, Mushoku Tensei, Slime, Boku no Hero. That's 5 right there, just immediately. And even deeper on, like Mahoka, Data Life. Apparently Data Life is over now. Apparently the Data Life anime is now completely over, because they always announce like a sequel at the end of the season, but they did not do that this time, and then they said they did a different ending from the light novel, so I guess Data Life is over, interestingly. Misfit of Demon King Academy, Yudu Camp Triangle, like Hibike Euphonium. Hibike Euphonium is going to end, like, tomorrow. I still haven't seen it. Yeah, so many sequels in that. This one had, like, there were, like, no sequels this entire season. Like, again, Oshinoko, Tower of God, Fairy Tail, Nier Automata. Like, that's basically it. Like, that's all we really have, which is kind of shocking to see this few sequels, which I'm not going to complain about. I like seeing more new series, especially original series. So, or otherwise series with like weird origins, like Suicide Squad Isekai, like the Delico's Nursery thing. So yeah, this is definitely one of the most interesting seasons that I think we have had in probably years, potentially. So I'm looking forward to seeing how these shows end up developing, and the reputations they get within the community and the discussions they generate. So yeah, that's going to be it for this and whatever or something. All right, it's been 3 hours, and my brain is fucking fried, and I'm sleep deprived, so I'm going to bed immediately. Goodbye. Thanks for watching and stuff like that. I'll see you around. Magician.